What's going on, everybody? My name is Josh and welcome to the channel. If you're new here and you like fishing related content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and as you start to pile in, if you could take the time to hit that like button, we'd greatly appreciate it. It's supposed to storm. Hopefully we get some fishing in before that happens. I have no idea. We'll see what happens, guys. It looked like the storm was coming from that way when I was driving up here, but so I thought the bad weather was back there, and the bad weather is back there, but it's actually coming this way. So we'll see what happens, guys. We do have 4 rods out. I actually have one over to the left of me as well. So, but if it starts to rain, we'll hop in the truck and go from there. Hopefully we don't have to worry about that though. That's what we're hoping. It's cool. Man, I'll tell you what, let me know in the comments what the weather's like for everybody else. Even if you're watching this on the replay, let me know what the weather's like in your area. It's been a wild little, I don't know, last 2 weeks, week and a half, something like that. It's been, golly, probably a good 10 or 15 degrees below normal, I would say. Below average for this time of year, I would imagine. Yo, what's up, NJ? What's up, Adam? How you doing, buddy? Dylan's in the house. What's up, bud? Tony's in the house. What's going on, Tony? But yeah, I can't believe it's humid, but it's really weird. What's up, Cold Creek? Crazy Critters, how you doing, buddy? It's really weird, the temperatures, you know what I mean? Cadillac, we're supposed to be having some storms as well. And the weather, man, the weather app, weather forecast, whatever, that thing can't make its mind up. It showed no precipitation, but says we got the 50% chance of severe storms. So, I don't know. You figure it out. You know what I mean? They're typically wrong. Usually when it says rain, that's the best time to go fishing. And when it says it's going to be sunny, that's the worst time because it rains. You know what I mean? Oh, somebody was giving a reel away? Oh, man. Oh, are you talking about, I did see that, Two Stands was doing a live stream. William says Back Lake was good yesterday. I didn't want to risk going back there, man. Like I said, with this possible storm, you guys can probably see the clouds in the background. Super windy. What's up, Spicy Rooster? Let me know if you guys can hear the wind in here. It's super windy out right now. So, very, very windy today. Missed a few storms by a mile, but got hit bad Sunday. Gotcha. What's up, Frank? How you doing, buddy? William says, run, Forrest, run. Cold Creek says he did win it. NJ says he did win it. What kind of reel did you win, man? Hot? Really? Tony, I'll tell you, when we was in Michigan, it was in the 90s, mid 90s, 90. It was super hot, humid, and it sucked, basically. And once we got back home, the weather's been in the 70s, you know. NJ says, why was he told 2 ladies won? Yeah, I knew I seen Two Stands was on. I just wasn't able to stop in. But that's cool. Did the guy that was trying to get up there get past his subscriber goal mark then? What's up, John? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, no kidding, man. John, if it's like that, buddy, I'll be getting the heck out of there, you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here in the lightning or anything like that. No way. Okuma Convector 60. Okay. Check out Michigan for carp, Lake Michigan. Yes. Heck yeah. Cool. What's up, Chucky? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. If you guys are just joining in, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, y'all. That way you don't miss out on the next one. Let's go. JJ's in the house. He says, yo, what's up, everybody? How's it going, JJ? Hopefully some of you guys saw those pictures we posted. Clayton's birthday was Sunday, and that's the day that we went bass fishing. And it was pretty cool, man. He caught that one. He wasn't using the banjo minnow. Tony, we all got to quit doing that, brother. We all got to quit doing that. But he wasn't using a banjo minnow. He was using a Cinco, right? And we just stopped off the side of the road and fished this pond. We hadn't fished it in years. And a couple casts in, he caught that one bass. His was like 2 pound, 8 ounces, I think it was. And when he was up there having Mama Bear take a picture of it, You know, he started his way back down, and I was using that banjo minnow, man, just jigging that thing. And I looked over at him and pow, something smoked it. I'm like, bud, you got to see this one. This one's going to be a monster. I thought it was going to be 5 or 6 pounds, but mine weighed 3 pound, like 3.89 or something like that. It's almost 3 pound 9 ounces. So Dad had to one up him a little bit on his birthday. Let him know that Father's Day is better than that birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm on it on double shot, my backup account. Oh, okay, gotcha. But it was pretty cool. Clayton been wanting to catch him a big bass. I wish we had a spot where he could go and catch a big bass. You know what I mean? We went to the lake or the pond where I caught that 5.5 pounder at on that one video. But it was covered in weeds and moss. We weren't really able to fish it. We was there for maybe an hour, caught 2 or 3 little ones, you know. There's a gravel pit near. Yeah, no kidding. When are you ready to go, Dylan? When are you ready to go, man? I'm not going to take my son over there, but yeah. I'm ready to go when you are, buddy. I don't think you could actually handle reeling those fish in, Dylan. They might be too big for you, buddy. You're going to need probably the help of me to land them, you know. Got him. Now, if I was a gambling man, which I'm not, I think this end of the lake would be better right now. But I have no idea. Like I said, I thought the weather was going this way, but it's actually going that way. Let his pole jump for 5 minutes, and the bell sings and reels in a empty hook. Oh, there you go. NJ, did you catch any fish today? Clayton went there yesterday, Dylan, and yeah, it's completely covered. I went over there about a week or 2 ago, and it was terrible as well. That water was fully covered in moss, weeds. Presley, I literally just got my rods in the water, man. Just got them out there, buddy. So nothing yet. Luke, what's going on, buddy? He says, under a mulberry tree. Yes, sir. Yeah, Tony with the 5 spot. Thank you, Tony. Let's give him a little money dance, y'all. Let's go. Hopefully you guys can see me. I forgot my GoPro, so I got my thing down here. How did the money? Oh, money dance, baby. Woo. It's like we're at the club, making it rain. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she good looking. We gonna throw it up on her. You know what I mean? Got him. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Oh, but hopefully, what in the world is going on with this chair? What the heck? What is wrong with this thing? Oh man, Tony getting that super chat train going. We was trying to get a super chat train going on NJ when he wasn't paying attention earlier today. He was changing spots or something like that. I was like, let's get it. Let's go, y'all. I think he ended up getting a few of them coming in there from it. But yeah, like I was saying though, about the weather, hopefully it doesn't hit us. Adam says, don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, sir. We're at 24 likes. Who? Give me 25 now. We're moving on up. Boom, boom. But we're at Highway Springs today, in case you guys didn't recognize it. I've got a mixture of red raspberry and red grape fish on flavoring. NJ says he had bad service and lost a nice fish as soon as he moved. Oh man. Fox rods and reels since you... I mean, Tony, I'm telling you, I need that Ranger MK Mark II. The Ranger Mark II rod pod that you got, buddy. That's what I need. I'd love to have that thing. I would love to have that. Yeah, mine are actually, 2 of the rods have been used once and one of them has never been used at all. What's up, Kenneth? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us tonight. Thank you. We're going to be here for probably about, I don't know, 3.5 hours, something like that, depending on the weather. I know I keep saying weather a lot, but depending on what that does. If it does start to storm or anything, you know, lightning, thunder, stuff like that, I'll set it in the truck and I'll take the phone with me and we'll point it out the window. I will point it out the... What the heck? I about had a gnat. Why does a gnat always go for your eye? He says used it Saturday caught a 23 and a 12 and a hook pull on a big buddy. Yeah, I'll tell you, man, I'm ready to get back up in that area. Wish I could take out and do it today, honestly, but I just can't, you know. But I'm ready to get back up towards northern Indiana there. We released our video, what, Sunday? And I'll tell you, that place there, those are the hardest fighting carp I've ever seen in my life. I've caught 30s, you know, I've caught many 30s, you know, and gee whiz. You catch a 10, 15 pounder over there, they fight like crazy. Vox says, gnats love the moisture. Yeah, I know. I wish the gnats would leave me alone, though. He says, I fished 2 spots this weekend that didn't work out. It happens, Jack. It happens. Popped the cherry on the Ranger and new alarms. What a blessing. Oh, so you just got it then. Nice. I saw a pic of the Peppa Pig family today. I thought of you. I love it. I love it. I think I'm going to try making up some leaker boilies. There you go, Dave. I've got a good boilie recipe. But you got to kind of fine tune it to your own, you know what I mean? When you're making boilies, it can change as far as how much wetter that you need to add from time to time. Finding them around 10 pounds lately. I think the big girls are out in the bay. They could be at them, could be. It's going for your breath. That one must have had a bad flyer. Yeah, I don't know, man. They always go for my eyes for some reason, John. What's up, Donald? How you doing today, buddy? For me, them gnats always go for the eyeballs. I don't know why. I guess I got them good looking eyes. I don't know. What's up, Keith Doc Reed? How you doing, buddy? Brandon in the house. This has got a new landing net, and hopefully put a fish in. Hey, you know what I saw? Hey, what's up, Trace? You know what I saw? Dang it, the picture's on this phone right here. I will post it up possibly on the community page soon. So you guys know that the park, we fished it a lot last year, and we caught several 20 pounders out there. It gets real weedy, real nasty during the summertime. It's real nasty right now, so. And this is a park, and these fish shouldn't be in there, but me and Clayton was bass fishing it Sunday on his birthday, and there's an alligator gar in there, guys. An alligator gar is in that little park pond. I don't know if the parks department put it in there years ago as a baby, or if somebody else put it in there, or what, but there is an alligator gar. I got a picture of it. Clayton was guessing it was around 15 pounds or so. I mean, it wasn't a bad size. So pull a cream or big game, James, bust out goggles. There you go. There you go. You know, when Clayton was younger and he first got his glasses, Albert, no way, Vox, that is wild, man. But when he first got his glasses for sports, he had those goggles that you wear. So Dylan said it looked bigger than 15 in the picture. I mean, it was a decent size. It wasn't like a 50 pounder, but it was a decent size. Guessing them carp will get 8. That's what I was thinking, Catalytic. I don't know if they just put it in there recently or have been living in there for years and years or what. But he's got plenty of carp to feast on in that pond. He got all kinds of bait fish in there, so. Be the first of the month when I get the fluorescein in. Okay, gotcha. Dave, I'll be honest, man, I don't know that fluorescein really makes any bit of difference as far as catching fish, you know. I've made glugs, dips, and everything, pickups with it. I don't think I noticed a single difference on catching any more fish with it. I'd say just make up some flavor packed boilies. Use the right flavor, they'll leak anyway, you know. So, but hey, give her a shot. That fluorescein, heck, I don't even know where to get it now. I ain't bought it in a few years. Probably still eBay, maybe Amazon. Sometimes carp hang around in groups. They can be intimidating to other fish, so the big ones might be. Yeah, well, there's some big carp in that pond too. I mean, there's some 30s in there, I'm sure of it. The biggest I've caught is, we've caught some mid-20s out there, but I've seen some, you know, you guys know what I like to say, the log hogs. I've seen some pretty nice ones. I was watching Ryan Hall, y'all. He's got a weather YouTube channel. How many of you guys have watched? Everybody, he's got like millions of subscribers. Let me know in the comments if you've ever seen his YouTube channel. It's called Ryan Hall, y'all. And he posted a video today or the other day, and it said this storm will literally hit different. And it was talking about how, so like everywhere around my area is having like higher than average temperatures. Like Texas is in the 100 and teens, and you know, all this stuff. And it said that we're going to have extreme heat waves and extreme cool waves or cold wave, what do they call it? Cold fronts come in at the exact same time. And Canada was like going to have an extreme heat wave come in soon and all kinds of stuff. You ever fly fish, or do you? John, I've never fly fished, buddy. I never have. Tony, I mean, no matter how accurate he is, I just like watching him, man. He's got a great channel, you know. Yes, he does, Cadillac. Yes, he does. That's who I turn on when we got some severe weather like that. Oh, does he live in Kentucky, Trey? I didn't know that. What's up, Todd? How you doing, buddy? Seems like a nice guy anyway. But you know how it is. Everybody seems nice. Everybody seems that way, so. JJ said, if we see some lady on a bicycle flying around and we hear na 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 like the Wizard of Oz, we're out of here. Tony, do it, buddy, do it. I don't know if I could camp up there for a whole weekend on the bank. I'd like to rent a house up there on the lake. I think that'd be fun. But that spot right there where the marina was, I guess it's still private property, but the guy doesn't care if you fish there. I know a few people that have fished it. I fished it there. I thought it was public property, but one guy fished it when they came in and mowed, and he said he didn't care, you know, just try to keep it clean. So, but yeah, that's that place, man, I'm telling you. I know there's still some big ones in there. Clayton caught a 22 on the last trip, but I know there's still some 30s up there. I don't know if you could reel in. They fight so hard, I don't know how you'd get in a 30-pounder or a 35-pounder out of there. It'd be like fighting a shark, you know what I mean? It'd be like catching a bull shark or something. Yeah, I mean, it's right there where you pull in. It's where the old marina, but yeah, shoot me. I don't really have a direction, but I might be able to pinpoint it somehow on a map, maybe. I don't know. I'll give it a shot anyway. It's over there by where the boat ramp was. Wild old carp fight, the best. Cadillac, yeah, I mean, that's for sure. But these carp, at that lake there in particular, yo, what's up, Randall? I'm not kidding you. I mean, I've caught carp everywhere, wild carp, you know. And today we're at Highway Springs, but, you know, there's another place called Summit Lake, and I've always said those were the hardest fighting carp I've ever caught. And I always figured it was due to their fins or tail size. But the carp up there, I mean, they don't seem to have any bigger tails or fins or anything like that. And they put every other carp I've caught to shame, honestly. And like I said, I've caught some nice carp. For the United States, I've caught some nice ones. So I don't know if there's something in their diet that gives them more energy. Their tails didn't look any bigger. Their fins don't really look any bigger. I remember the first one I ever caught up there was last year, and I think it was like 12 pounds, and I thought it was a huge one. I lost a carp 90 pounds plus today. NJ's telling them fishing stories right there. NJ, you giving the fishermen a bad rap, brother. Telling them fishing stories right there. Talking about 90-pounder getting off. What the heck? It was a big one. Almost pulled him in with it, right? Well, that's what they're supposed to say. Well, let me guess. You went down there. You had friends that dove down there, divers, and they were as big as cars, right? VW buses. That's the classic one that I run into every time I fish. Just about every time. Every time I do a live stream, pretty much. If there's other people around, well, not pretty much, but every great once in a while we'll do a live stream and somebody will come over and talk to us, and they'll be like, yeah, my best friend, or I know a guy that he was a diver, and man, they went down over there by the dam and said they'd never go back down. You know, there was catfish in there as big as VW bugs and buses and cars and all that stuff. And if you look it up on Google, that's like one of the #1 myths. That's a myth for every reservoir in the USA, pretty much. Almost every one of them. I used a 16-pound bluegill and caught a 3-pound carp. I like it, Trey. I like it. NJ, that spot you were fishing today, man, it looks nice. I mean, that's definitely the kind of place I would fish, too. Tony says he met that guy. I'm going to have to start telling them stories, you know? People be coming up and talking to me, and I have to start coming up with something. I'm like, yeah. But like, boys, we was in this live stream now. I'll tell you what, we was doing a little live stream. You're going to have to check her out now. check us out, Carp and Catfish. We caught one. We had her to the bank, boys. We had her to the bank. It was as big as my F-150. Big as the F-150 right there, boys. And we just couldn't get her up. We could not get her up. We both got in the water and just could not get that fish out of the water. We caught a 200-pound channel cat. There you go. What's up, Dirty Cuz? What's going on, buddy? I heard that one for Cataract. I've heard it for Cataract, the Richmond Reservoir, let's see here, Brookville Reservoir. I've heard it for about every single place I've ever fished, honestly. Now, I do know a couple places that are actually park ponds that have, these are public parks that do have some 60, 70 pounders in there. So, Todd says he's doing good, NJ. He says following. We attempted using a tarp for a weight sling and hook pull got him. Right, Tony? There you go. Hey, Lilac's in the house. What's going on, Lilac? Charlie's in the house. What's up, brother? Here you can get a Ferrex trout. It grows bigger and can look like a salmon. It eats other. Wow, that's cool, John. That is awesome, buddy. That'd be a fun one to catch, I can handle that. Guys, if you're just joining in, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're brand new to the channel now, hit that subscribe button, y'all. What are you waiting on? Don't miss out on the next one. Possibly going to do a live Thursday. We will see what happens with the weather. Caught an 85-pound grass carp. Oh, that's nice, Terry. That's awesome, buddy. Grass carp for me, the only ones I want to catch are the super big ones. If you catch like a 20-pounder, they just smell so bad. I don't even like to handle them. When you catch one, you literally got to it takes a couple days worth of showers, Take a back-to-back shower, don't get the smell off of you. And if it rubs up against you when you're holding it, it gets that slime on your shirt, and the whole way home you smell so bad. So, but you catch an 85-pounder and I'm down. I am down for that one, that's for sure. We're thinking about hitting a place here in the very near future that has some big ones. The state record was actually caught out of there, and I'm not sure why it was never certified. What's up, Clint? How you doing, buddy? Todd says following life's path and moving forward. I like that, man. Tony says every 5 likes an alarm goes off. Beep, 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 beep. Boo, 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 boo. What was I talking about though? I forgot all about it now, guys. Get me started on something else now. Give me something to chat about in there. I forgot what I was talking about already. But like I said, Thursday may go live depending on the weather. The forecast for us every day shows storms. And on Wednesdays, I have a long drive to and from work. I did buy a new car yesterday. So we're doing good, Lilac, doing good. Hopefully you're doing well as well. I bought just a crappy old Envoy for Clayton. He's about to get his license, so he can get his permit. He needs to take the test. And that's going to be his little beater once he gets his license. So I'm not pre-baiting where I'm at. I'm at Highway Springs. What's up, your little brother? How you doing, buddy? Your little brother's gone wild, John. He's gone wild. But yeah, this is a pay lake. I'm coming up here. It's close to my house. I only have a couple hours to fish. I don't want to drive an hour and a half one way to fish for 2 or 3 hours, and then drive an hour and a half back home. You know what I mean? Figure we come up here, get in a little show for you guys, hang out, relax, have some fun, hopefully catch a fish. We'll see what happens. With the way the wind's blowing that way, I would actually rather be that way on the lake. I'd rather be on the other side of the bank too. But I can park next to the spot I'm at, and that way if we get a storm or some bad rain, I can get in the truck, So that's why we are where we are. Pre-bait. Oh, Tony, I'm probably one of the only people that doesn't, right? Now, if I'm going to fish a spot multiple days in a row, or I know that I'm going to fish it in advance, sure. But most places I fish, if I drive 6 hours or anything like that, then I don't really pre-bait. I just start throwing my pack bait out there, and I'll bait up every hour, 45 minutes every hour for the first few hours. And if there's 3 of us, that's 9 balls of bait going in every single time, and it doesn't take long. You got the whole baited in, and you'd be surprised how often I'll catch 3 fish on my first 3 casts. You know what I mean? Trey, I've got Abby Garcia 6500 purple rockets is what I'm using. Carpin's in the house. What's up, buddy? Yes, Lilac said happy 16th, buddy. Yep. Appreciate that, Lilac. Like I said, he's going to be getting his permit whenever he's ready to take the test. Told him to be studying for it today. Ooh, everybody stay off the sidewalks. Oh, man. But he's going to have him a little, was a GMC Envoy. Be a little beater for him to drive back and forth, you know, once he first gets his license. Baller Reels Trey says, yeah, I mean, it took me a long time to get my first set. My first set of those came about, what, 3 or 4 years ago, probably 3, 4, 5 years ago, maybe. Up until then, I'd never had a set, and I said I'd never own a set. I said I will never use a set like that for carp fishing. There's no way. It's not my thing. Lilac says she's sending Lilac luck. Thank you. What's up, Brett? And then I borrowed Dylan's for like a week or 2 or 3 days, and after I borrowed his, I was like, yeah, I can't go back, you know. And that was my first time ever using a bait caster, and I figured it out pretty quick, and it's like I could cast farther easier, you know what I mean? And to have the control with the drag, so you can keep your drag real loose and just use your thumb on top of the spool. You know, one-handed. It's not like a spinning reel where you're trying to use your other one, or you're trying to bring your hand down here to touch the spool. It just, for me, it clicked in my brain. I was like, wow, after all this time, and I talked so much smack about those kind of reels for carp fishing, and I tried them. I'm like, whoa, it like opened up my world to a whole new, it brought even more passion to it for me, you know. It made it even more fun. So JJ says, Adam, it's about time for a sesh. There you go. I figured they'd either be on fire up here today or we wouldn't get much. They are nice casting, throwing bullheads and gills. Oh yeah, well they cast, I've casted 2 ounces. I've casted 1.5 ounces, a little over 100 yards, and I've casted 2 ounces up to about, I think, 112 or 115 yards down at the football field there. So yeah, amazing. I take my 12-foot Fox rods, and I can't even cast that far with those with the same amount of weight, you know what I mean? But you got to figure you got that spool throwing more line out, you know what I mean? Tony says he just can't for carp. I'm telling you, man, that's what I said. You're talking to a guy that owned nothing but spinners for the first 25 years of carp fishing, maybe longer than that. And once I tried it, I'm telling you, I was like, wow. But I always say, he says, after supper sesh coming soon, reboot. Hello, there you go, Todd. But I always say, though, always use what works best for you. You know what I mean? 2003, and put over 300. Wow, nice, Donald. Yeah, I had a 03 Chevy Trailblazer that was pretty decent that I gave to my daughter for her first vehicle. Well, I guess that's been 5 years ago already. Holy cow. Wow. But this will be good for Clayton. It's not as nice as the one that I gave my daughter, but it'll be perfect for him starting out. I wish I hadn't gave her one that nice when she was younger either, because I'm sure you guys could probably guess what happened to it. Buy him a Prius, Carpin says. There you go. Adam says, now that you've mentioned it, JJ, it'd be rude not to do it. Clayton wants yeah, Clayton been wanting a Mustang. He's gonna have to get some experience first, you know. He needs to learn how to drive a stick, and then he can drive the Mustang I have. River Rat says, happy birthday, Clayton, and hello everyone in the chat. Tony says, get him a bait boat. There you go. We'll let him drive the bait boat around. How's that sound? I like that. What's up, User Yak? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you all coming in and hanging out. If you're just joining in, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, y'all. We'd love to have you as part of the community. My friend's Mustang, when you're ready, there you go. JJ, if it's cheap, we're buying it today. If it's cheap, $5, $10, who give me 15 now? Yeah, it's he don't need a Mustang for his first car. He's gonna get my Mustang at some point. Hopefully he gets it at some point. Aid, what's up, buddy? I changed the name from D Moss. Okay, gotcha, man. Cool. Well, I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. But at some point, I mean, he'll get my Mustang. Mine, I've got a 2006 Roush Mustang, but it's a, I don't even know how many miles are on it now. It might have 40 or 50,000 miles on it, but I don't ever drive it. The engine that's in it has about, I don't know, probably less than 5,000. I've got a 302. I've got a stroke and board 302. It's a Texan block, which is the same block that comes in a Terminator Cobra, the 03s, 0304 Cobras. But it's board stroke to 302, and it's got comp cams. It's got an F1A. It's forged, but comp cams, F1A Pro Charger. I've got meth injection on it. Ford Racing intake. I mean, I've just got so much stuff, it's just insane. I don't drive the car anymore. I did plate it this year. I took it down the road and then took it back home, but I didn't drive for a couple years at one point. It's so loud. I mean, I've had people complain, me just driving down the street, and then they complain, yell at me and get me mad, and me going 30 mile an hour. It's pretty loud. No kidding. But it made 702 horsepower to the rear wheels on 93 octane gas. Tony, I appreciate you hanging out, brother, and thanks for that 5 spot on the super chat, man. I appreciate that. So thank you. But it's just, once you get older, for me, it's loud, and he says it's pretty new, 2 years old. Man, that's expensive right there, JJ. That's expensive, buddy. Nothing yet, Aid, nothing yet. We've only been set up for 31 minutes, it says. Dave, I mean, you wouldn't want to put a boilie directly onto the hook. Some boilies are very hard. Some of them are kind of soft, but most of them are on the harder side, and that way you can catch more fish with them. But if you put it on your hook, you could easily dull your hook, for one. And the fish, when he bites it, the boilie it would keep him from getting a hook set. You know what I mean? Wabash Nate says, old as you? I'm not sure what he's talking about on that one. 30, is he talking about? I don't know. Nate, you got me. I'm not sure what you're talking about, bud. But you definitely want to use a boilie on a hair rig. And I'll tell you, Dave, this is one of the best kept secrets for pay lake fishing, right? For carp, is using like a wafter. Use like a 14 mil wafter. What's up, Steve? And that is way better than any kicks, corn pops, anything like that. So they're easy to tie. Yeah, hair rigs are easy to tie. I've got a video uploaded there on the channel on how to do it. That I uploaded actually, a couple months ago or a month ago or something. But I show the tools that you can use, and it makes a perfect hair rig every single time. You can tie one the same length. You can tie it to the exact length of the bait that you're using and all that stuff. So yeah, Dave, definitely, man. Or, I mean, I was selling hair rigs at one time there. Blowback rigs, hair rigs, whatever you want to call them. I was selling those at one time. I was selling for $1 a piece. I would still be up to selling some, but I couldn't do them for $1 a piece. Boys on the hair, but I always use corn kernels directly on the hook. You can, yeah. Corn's soft. When they pick it up, I mean, the hook will still go through. It'll smash the corn and it'll fall off there. Brett, that's a good thing to do, man. That's a good thing to do. I typically live stream most of the time when I'm fishing, so I don't really do that. But sometimes I'll tie them at work. Don't tell anybody. Sometimes I'll tie them while working, you know what I mean? Sometimes now. Hopefully they don't hear that. Don't be turning me in. Don't be tagging them in this. So, don't be tagging them. But I had a bunch of them tied up. I've got Sarah. Yo, what's up, William? How you doing, buddy? Doing good. Appreciate you coming in, hanging out. I've got a bunch tied up I probably got enough to last me this year. Ooh. But you know how it is. I may tie some more up. Who knows? I like trying different hooks for something to do. I always go back to those Chinese hooks that I like. But I do like to try new hooks. I have a weakness for them. I'm always, oh man, let's try this one or that one. And most of the time I find out it's the exact same as the ones I already had, just a different brand. but it's really the same thing, just repackaged in a different one. I'm sorry, Nate. I'm sorry, bud. Sometimes I can't help it. The balls hurt me. Oh no, I'm sure that they do not watch any of my streams. I'm sure of that one. I'm positive on that one. But I'll tell you, so far, like the Nash Fang X hooks, I like the style of those hooks, but I've had the eye split in half on 2 of those now. It says I developed a liking for short shank hooks. There you go. That's what she said. Got him. Boom. Like the straight or curved. I mean, I like curved shank for most applications, but I do like those twister hooks. They're pretty good. The wide gapes. I'll tell you what I got on right now. Honestly, I think I have, what do I got on here? I think one of them is a Fang X, which is a curved shank made by Nash. One of them is a Corda crank, which is kind of like a wide gape curve style hook, and one of them is a twister. And I think Clayton's rod over here has the I think it's got a Fang X on it as well. So Ridge Monkey hooks are decent. Like I said, Adam, I feel like they're all the same, man. I haven't tried the Ridge Monkey. That's one of the only ones I haven't tried. But every time I try a hook, I get it in and I'll like lay it next to the other hooks I got, and they lay right on top of each other. I feel like everything is just comes from China for the most part, and then they put it in a little baggie with the name of their company on top of it, you know? That's what I feel like. So like the quarter curved, I mean, I've laid those right on top of the ones I get off of Amazon, and they're, I mean, you know, they're the same way. So Brett says the hooks on your links are perfectly fine and cheap enough to, yeah, I mean, that's true. You could. That's true. Lilac, how have you been anyway? You been doing all right? I have my moments. I'm not the best, but I'm okay. Gotcha. It must be Adam and Lilac having a conversation. Yeah, but my brother was supposed to come up here and drop off a couple things. What? Robert, is he okay? She okay? I'm not sure if it's a girl or boy. Man, hopefully they're okay. I'm sure they are. I haven't heard anything about it, so I'm sure they are. But yeah, I mean, that's crazy, man. You know, I was up here when I was a kid. I was probably a teenager, and a kid actually fell in the kiddie pond back there, and nobody knew where they was or anything else. And I don't remember if they drowned, but they was like had to call an ambulance. I don't think they actually drowned, but I think that they had. I forget. They was out for a minute or whatever you want to call it. What's up, Canadian Family Life? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you coming in here from Canada right there. What's the weather like up there for you today? We've heard some people say that Canada had some snow, and I know the weather is wild all the way around. United States, Canada, it's wild right now this time of year. Bought the G Carp hook, haven't used them yet. Okay, that's the Gamakatsu. Now I will say those look different than any hooks that I have. I've used those. They got the G Carp, and then there's what's the other one? There's a few different carp hooks that they make. And I mean, they seemed okay. It seemed like they didn't stay sharp very long though. That's the only thing. Steve Glarus are very good. Is that a hook or? JJ says he keeps his winter coat ready year round. No kidding, man. We keep them like that here too, JJ. Okay, Canadian Life. Okay. Yeah, I've got shorts on, and I'll tell you what, I'm wishing I hadn't wore the shorts up here. It's chilly right now. Look like it's gonna storm. We've been lucky. It hasn't hit us yet. It's been really windy, but it hasn't hit us. So he says, what's a swimsuit? I gotcha. PB hooks are very good. I've used some of the PB hooks. There's PB hooks, and then what's another company? Thinking Angler or something like that. I've used some of those. I've used about every hook there is, honestly. Maybe not all of them, but just about. I hadn't used the Ridge Monkeys though. So Albert says always fishing when he's at work. I know, brother. I know, man. I feel you. A lot of my good friends over there in the UK and stuff, a lot of them are sleeping, you know. It's nighttime for them. Jason just got set up 39 minutes ago, man. Ain't had a single bite yet, brother. Not exactly the spot that I would typically fish. I'm guessing if I was back there in the middle and the back lake there, we'd probably be tearing them up right now. But with the storms coming in, we're just trying to keep it where we can get out of here safely if needed, set in the truck if it storms. I do still have that PB mono line on, Steve. I haven't had any issues with it yet. That being said, I don't know. I'm thinking I may still like the Whisker Seeker line better. I was blowing droplets off the top of the water. I believe that one. I believe that. Either was that, that windy at times where I'm sitting there. Biting into some biscotti thin. Oh man, my wife loves biscotti hooks, so I'm not buying any from it. Yes, Brett, I'm with you. I don't know how many I got, but it's a lot. I've made a lot of them up, you know. I filled my rig wallet, and then I also have little plastic baggies like hooks come in, and I'll tie up 5 or 10 at a time, depending on what size I want, and put them in those and keep it like that. Bass and Carp says huge carp jump. I believe it. There's probably carp jumping all over right here. I see a little riffle. Is that what I'm thinking? Riffle in the water? I don't know. Like spider wire for my catfish rods. There you go. I need to stop and walk away from the kitchen. Still like it. I tie the Palomar. Gotcha. Soon fit. Hopefully email if need a chat. Gotcha. Okay. But yeah. I don't know why that. Are you talking about on the PB line, Steve, or are you talking about on the Whisker Seeker line? Like I said, man, that Whisker Seeker line for me, I just really love it. I don't use the Palomar knot. I know a lot of people love that knot, you know. I use the improved clinch knot to tie on my swivel. That's why I use to attach my swivel. But everybody loves that Palomar knot. SK, no fish yet, buddy. One fish that I let my son catch. Nice, Brett. Nice. The PB line, okay. But I mean, I haven't had any issues yet with the PB line. But I don't know, man. I really like that Whisker Seeker. I've got a whole gigantic spool of Whisker Seeker I keep in the truck over there. He says, I'm on the seafood diet. JJ, don't get me started on the food, man. I'll tell you what, since I went on vacation and come back, I can't quit my bad eating habits. I've gained 20 pounds, man. It's been terrible. Hoosier Gak says he caught one today, a 13-pound, 7-ounce common. Nice. Yeah, there's some big ones over there at the reservoir. There's a lot. I just catch 30s over here all the time. Whew. Trying not to yawn. I'm trying to keep from yawning for Nate there. I know Nate doesn't want to see it. I haven't even got the carp cradle put together yet. I figured we wait till we get a fish on and then put it together. On my carp rods, every time I do, I get hung up. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. I don't like using braided line as my main line on my casting reels. I like to use mono on those. Todd says he's dropping weight again. Nice, man. I'm telling you. I got to get motivated. I got to get this right here. Got to get that mind right if you want to lose that weight. I lost, what, 80 pounds, I think it was? I lost, yeah, about 80 pounds exactly almost. And I've gained 20 of it back, and I can't quit eating. That sugar gets a hold of y'all. It does. I had 3 poles jump off the bridge right over my hooks. Oh, 3 people. I thought you said 3 poles, yeah. I mean, that can scare them away for sure. People got no respect when they see people fishing like that. That is for sure. Take the munchies, please, he says. Yeah, I gotta lay off the old munchies. Looks like it might be. Thought I saw some water droplets. I do. It looks like it's raining a little bit. I'm kind of sitting under a tree here. If it starts raining real bad, then I'll take this phone and put it in the truck and we'll point it out the window. So dump 35 pounds. Nice, Todd. Congrats, buddy. Keep it up, man. Keep up that hard work. Fox has a cradle, has no legs but sides and thick padding. Are you talking about the one that's just, I call it just a really nice mat. I have seen that, and yes, it looks pretty nice. I've kind of wanted one. It'd be easier than carrying a carp cradle around and setting it up. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's nice. It's pretty expensive for just like the mat it's like a mat with sides around it. What is that thing's like $100 and some, I think. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 72 good looking people watching out there. Guys, if any of y'all are brand new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. We'd love to have you as part of the community. And if you haven't yet, make sure you drop us a like. We're sitting at 66 likes, y'all. Let's get her up to 70. Who give me 67 now? I got 67 going once. Who give me 67 now? Let's go, boys. Let's get that like train going. Choo, choo, chugga, chugga, chugga. William says no rain on radar. I don't know, man. It's like it was sprinkling. I can see the little water droplets hitting out there now. Not a lot of cottonwood out there, but I do see it's actually the wind's blowing it where it's touching me now on top of it. So she definitely got a little bit of precipitation coming in. That's the good thing about being a weatherman, you know. No matter what you say, nobody really goes based off of it, you know. It's like, oh, it's supposed to rain today and it doesn't, then nobody cares. But any other job, if you get it wrong all the time like that, you'd get fired. But with the weather, you can be wrong all day, every day, and nobody says nothing. So that's the one thing about it. Let's see if my phone's keeping a good charge here. Yes, sir. 100%. 100%, guys. Nice. I've got another rod over here to the left. I don't know. The pressure was up. The barometric pressure was up too. Could be bad for the fish. It makes their swim bladder, it puts pressure on their swim bladder, according to science. I mean, how good is science? I don't know. But according to science, it puts pressure on their swim bladder. Yo, on the bank, hooks with a 10 spot. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you. Thank you. He's getting them fish on the bank with them hooks. Guys, he sells hooks on Facebook if you want to check him out. He sells pre-tied, I think he just sells Pay Lake style rigs, but I'm not completely sure. Good dad was right there and grabbed him. He is 3 and was pulling grass. Gotcha, Robert. Well, that's good that nothing was happened to him or anything like that. That's good. Glad to hear it wasn't anything serious, you know. Stuff like that scares the heck out of me. Yo, what's up, Steve Clark? How you doing, buddy? Might as well pull a weatherman and say there's a chance you might catch a fish today. Ha yeah, I know, JJ. Oh, man. It's like the Groundhog Day, you know? You guys ever seen the movie with Bill Murray, Groundhog's Day? That'd be a wild one right there. Waking up, same thing every single day. The only job where you can be wrong half the time and still have a job. I know. That's for sure. Doing good on the banks. We're trying to stay warm, you know what I mean, and dry. So it's chilly out here for being in middle of June. Actually, it's later than the middle of June. it's pretty cold. What's up, Monty? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you coming in. Thank you, thank you. 73 likes, guys. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all. Let's go. Clayton, what you got going on, bud?
Cold out.
Yeah, he's freezing too, man.
It was just burning up this morning.
I told him he didn't have to come today. I said, man, I'm just staying local going. He's like, nope. He says, I'm going. So Lilac says, wish it was raining there. She'll do the rain dance in her bra. Oh my goodness. Well, that might make it rain, Lilac. You may give it a try. Charlie says, I thought I already hit it. Like, well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Oh, hey, he makes hair rigs too, guys. If you're looking for hair rigs. Like I said, I was selling some of them, and there's no way I could sell hair rigs for $1 a piece anymore. No way I could do that. I was losing my butt on those things. But he's selling hair rigs. I don't know what he gets out of his stuff. Check him out on Facebook. He probably has I don't know. Do you have a Facebook page called On the Bank Hooks? I'm not sure if you do or not. Let's do this. Let me. I will put you as a moderator there, and if you want to drop a link to your Facebook page, you can. How's that sound? And then that way, if anybody's interested, then they can hit you up. So, love when they say 50% chance of rain. You meant it might rain and it might not, like every day. There you go. William says, Clayton, got your frogs done? I will ship them out maybe tomorrow. Ooh, nice. Yeah, we was talking about frogs. He was looking them up. Yesterday. He went to work with me yesterday, and he was looking up some different frogs on there, and he's excited to try some of them out, you know. I don't think he's ever used a frog at all, and he's excited to try some out. He thinks that's going to be the goat bait, William. He thinks that's going to catch his hog. We just need to find a place that has big bass if we're going to catch a big one, you know what I mean? Hey, I like that. JJ says 100% chance you'll need your umbrella if it rains today. Lilac, you might have to do it in advance to get the rain to start falling, you know what I mean? That could be the thing right there. You may have to go do that first, and then that might bring in the rain, you know? Frogs work for sure. You know, William, I'm not a big bass fisherman, right? So it's been fun getting out there with Clayton. The only baits I've really used much for bass are the banjo minnow when I was younger, you know, like in the early 2000s. I had the banjo minnow, loved them, did great on them, and crankbaits. That's about the only baits I've personally used. He's been using a lot of the soft baits, you know, those lures and stuff like you poured, and he doesn't use crankbaits much, and he did use some of the banjo minnows there for a little bit, but I caught that nice one on the banjo minnow, you know what I mean? JJ says I've caught some beautiful bass on the good old worm. Yeah, you can show them the banjo minnow if you want.
This is the extra small size that you got.
There's one of the banjo minnows that he got me for Father's Day.
It's the small
To pause on the frog, Steve says don't set the hook right away on a frog. He says pause for a second on there. Austin says water was super choppy today, but still caught 6 commons. Yo, Todd with the tier 1, baby. Thank you, Todd. Thank you so much, brother. Clayton, why don't you give a little money dance or a little membership dance? We'll on the bank hooks for one as well. Little double shot. Oh, my back, boys. When you get old, sitting down there like that, oh, you get locked in.
Bad?
Yeah, my lower back's hurt. Oh, whoo. Once you get old, guys, oh, man.
Can you dance?
Yeah, we're just throwing some money up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to rumble. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Whoo, can you hear that wind blowing in or not? Oh, Josh, you catch a fish, I'll do it anyway. Well, I wish I could say I'm going to catch one, Lilac, but it's not looking too good as far as that goes right now. We'll see, though. You never know. We'll see. Let's see. Been here 52 minutes. I'm going to give it about 8 more minutes, and then I'm going to bait it back up. Buddy, I'm not sure what you're saying. I think that's in Russian, possibly, and that's not a language I can read, unfortunately. He says, looks like I missed something. Look like how I get up. I know, Steve, right? He says, always trim the legs down and bend the hooks out a little bit. Gotcha. I'm sure he will definitely put them to use. And if anybody will catch one-on-one, I'm sure it's Clayton. He will not quit until he does catch one. I know how he is. I know how he is. But I'm not sure if somebody wants to let that person know that unfortunately I just can't. I don't know what they're saying, you know what I mean? But 75 likes, guys. Let's pump it to 80. Let's go, y'all. 5 more likes. Let's get it. Let's get the like train going. Choo choo, chugging it, chugging it, chugging it, chugging it. Also, I've got Abby Garcia 6500 Pro Rockets on there. Says, I'm assuming it was funny because of the... It could have been, JJ. It could have been. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody could translate it and put it in there and let us know what it says. He got a lot of laughing faces in there anyway. Now, what do they mean? Well, I don't know. I don't know on that one. I'll be right back, guys. Here, you use the mic for a second, bud. I'll let you sit down there and talk to him for a second. I'll talk to Uncle Daniel.
All right, well, that's what we got going on over here. So far, I haven't caught a single fish yet. In the hot dog pond, I did see a lot of fish on the top of the water. They were just chilling over there. Yo, what's up, Red Dog? How's it going? Stopped in the like button. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We're 20 likes away from that 100 mark. Boom, 81. Let's get it. Only 19 away from the 100 mark now. What do you guys think? What rod's going to take off first? We got, you can't really see, it's like kind of behind the chair right there. And then we got 3 more to the right of me. So what rod's going to take off next, everyone? I mean, or should I say take off first? We got 4 rods out there. Oh, thank you there, Sir Dirty. Thank you, Sir Dirty. Catch a 20 plus. I hope so too. I know, what was it? One of the last trips we did, like on the trip back from Michigan, I caught that 22. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, we made a video on it. It's the last video we did. But yeah, that fish fought hard. Every fish up there fights hard. But let's get it, y'all. I have a good feeling about today. The last time, I believe every time my dad has fished this place, he's actually caught a buffalo. Actually has. Stopped by because my wife was liking fishing, so I decided to watch some experts. There you go, Shabaza. I wouldn't say we're experts. I mean, we try to be. I wouldn't say we're experts, though. What do you guys think? Are we expert fishermen or not? Let me know. Would you say I'm an expert? But there we go, y'all. Up to 86 likes now. Boom, only 14 away. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We just got to 10,200. We're on the road to 11,000 now. Using the same bait as the time he caught all them buffs. Honestly, I have no idea what bait he is using. I believe it's bean meal. I don't know the flavor of it. I would say, this is my guess, okay? He likes, we used grape last time. I want to go ahead and say he's using grape this time. I'm going to have to go ahead and check it. Yo, what's up, Vox? How's it going? I don't know, Dave. I'm starting to get a little bit better at fishing. I know about 3-4 years ago, I was pretty rough at it. If you guys saw the videos back then, I could barely cast. My dad used to have to do everything. He used to have to pack the bait for me, cast it out there, and I would just sit back and reel all the fish. So that was the fun part. Just only had to reel in the fish. But now I actually tie up my own rigs, all of that. Just looking myself up. Thank you, Lloydies. How's it going? How's it going? But let me know in the chat, y'all, what rod's taking off next. We got 4 out there, and I'm definitely excited to see. There's been a lot of big fish out of here. I heard a rumor that there's been 100-pound blue cat in here. I don't know if I believe it, though, but that's what people said, that there's a 100-pound blue cat in here. See what the comments say here, everyone. Let's see it. But if you guys can't tell, it was supposed to storm. The clouds looking all gray and stuff, looking like it's supposed to rain. Hey, what's up, Todd? Thank you. I'm having a big fish contest. Stop by the show this weekend and I will explain it to you. All right, William. Sounds good. I'll definitely stop by. If you guys haven't checked out, William has a whatnot. I believe he goes live Saturday at 5 o'clock. You got to let us know what time, William. But he sells lures, all of that. There's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Men here shows 57 minutes. So far, no fish. You guys can't tell I'm shaking a little bit. It's kind of cold out here. I'm straight up in shorts and a shirt. It's actually really cold. Yep, he goes live at 5:30 on Whatnot. I believe his name on Whatnot is Billy Bad Apple. So go check him out, y'all. Boom, only 9 likes away from that 100 mark. Let's get it, y'all. Only 9 away from the 100 mark. I believe he's going to be doing a sticker giveaway at 100 likes, so make sure to hit that like button. You guys need to try some mulberry in your bean meal? I know we got, I don't know if we got a specifically, what's it called, mulberry flavor. I know we got blueberry. I think blueberry's pretty close to mulberry. About the same thing. Part of the country you guys are in. We're in Indiana. I like the siren. Hey, what's up, Leonardo? How's it going? But there's one rod, the lonely rod that's sitting right next to it. I think that's going to be the only rod that actually takes off. Let me know in the chat, y'all. What's everyone's favorite flavor to use for carp fishing? I know there's a lot of different flavors out there. Me, personally, I don't really think flavors matter. There's one flavor I do think that makes a big difference. I got to say probably that crab flavor. The crab, a lot of waters have mussels or snails, and I really think the crab flavor does make a difference. Go fishing, but in Texas it's been 100 degrees. I know, I saw that, Shabaza. I saw, what was it, a couple of days ago. It was like 115 in Texas. That's just insane. I couldn't even fish. It gets up to 80 and I'm already just dying of sweat. Barely move. I'm not used to that hot. We went up there to Texas. If you guys saw the buffalo video, it was supposed to be nice out because it was like it was cold out in Indiana, and we went up to Texas, and all of a sudden the whole week that we were down there, the weather just completely collapsed. It was like 50 degrees for the highest. We got strawberry butternut. That's a good flavor. I like myself some strawberry and butternut. Steve, yeah, we are in the front lake. Got actual mulberry all over the trees around here, I know. Oh yeah, huge. There's a lot of trees. I know carp definitely like mulberries. Definitely a natural source for them, so that could be a good bait. Advice for passing the driver's test. That right, everything, mirror, blind spot, checks, full spots. Oh yeah, JJ. I should go in there and I should just do some crazy stuff. Just start drifting it around. Just camp on Lake Monroe for a week every summer with my dad when I was little. Oh yeah, Nathan? I believe we have been there. I don't know. That lake definitely sounds very familiar. Procure sweet corn is a good flavor. Yeah, we do have a corn flavor. I think we still do. We haven't used it in a while, but we definitely still have a corn flavor. If you guys haven't had that flavor yet, it is super strong, super strong. Just like the crab, mussel, squid flavors, you definitely don't want those inside the house. There's one tiny drip of those, and it stinks up the whole house, everyone. The whole house. More afraid of your mom than the cops after that kind of stunt? Yeah, JJ. So would I. So would I. Especially if you have a girlfriend or a wife, definitely do not be using the crab, mussel, squid flavor. Probably kick you out after that. Stuff definitely stinks. What do you guys think? Let me know. Everyone put the flavors in the chat. Do you think carp like fruity flavors better or stink flavors better? I want to hear you guys' opinion on that. Me personally, I would say probably the bad flavors smell better. It's like the stinky flavors. Or if you guys like the spicy flavors too. I know people have a lot of stuff on spicy. There's all kinds of different stuff. You could use spicy fruit stuff. How's the Thursday night fish fights work? Robert, I have no idea. I have no idea. I have to ask my dad on that. Depends on the location. I'm on the same boat with you. Some locations have a lot of like mussels or snails in it. I think that definitely helps out the fishing if you're using crab. Most popular carp max boilie is sea and fruit. Oh really? Yeah, it's definitely a good combination. I mean, you could have one bait that's straight up mussel, and you could have a blueberry bait, and then you could combine the baits and have the ultra pack bait, like the fruity stuff and that. Yeah, I mean, if you're going for a place that doesn't have mussels or stuff like that, I don't really think it matters. I mean, I've seen a lot of people catch carp on no flavor bait either. I'm gonna bait these up real quick. All right. Yeah, but definitely. Only 6 likes away from the 100 mark, y'all. You giving away a sticker? At 100 likes, gonna be giving away a sticker, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. If you guys haven't already, make sure to share this out. Let's see how many people can get in here. Let's try to get over 100 in here today. Here, fish it, fish it, fish it. He's getting some new bait out there. What kind of bait are you using?
Red raspberry, red grape mixed together.
Really? Shabaza needs that sticker, he says. I definitely was not expecting the flavor my dad said. He said he's using red raspberry and red grape. I thought for sure he's gonna throw in some peach or just straight up grape. It's been a while since he used raspberry. If you guys haven't already seen that bass picture on Father's Day and my birthday was actually on Father's Day, and we caught 2 bass. My dad always have to top me up and catch the bigger bass.
There's what we're using, guys. Right there. I'm gonna get it over his face. That way it doesn't change the focus.
Caught on cigar butt. Oh, really? You use your yak cats? That's insane. And I've seen a lot of different stuff that catfish hit too. There's a video of a catfish hitting like a condom. I'm pretty sure I saw a video on that. That's insane. This doesn't really matter. Carp, at specific times, carp can just hit anything. If they're not biting, they're not biting. And if they are biting, they can hit a lot. That's definitely for sure. I went up to old Manlove Park. I saw a lot of pictures on big bass up there, trying to go for some big bass. My grandpa actually, one year he used hot dogs on a hook and he ended up he caught like 5, 6, 5-pound bass. He caught a lot of them. Just one after another, you just kept catching 5-pound bass.
We're using 14 millimeter peach. No, this is a peach and pepper wafter, I believe.
Got the old peach and pepper on there. That's definitely for sure. What's everyone's most wild carp story they have? So what's the most wild bait you've ever used for carp? Do we got any wild stuff we've ever used for carp? You used spam before? Oh, only 2 likes away from the 100 mark. Now, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Let's go. Got hooks and hammocks in the chat. How's it going? How's it going? I heard the more people we get in here and the more likes, the more fish we catch. I don't know if it's true. And the bigger fish, too. So, that's what I heard, y'all. Don't want to miss out. It could work. It could not. That is definitely what I heard. A little birdie came over to me and told me about that. Is that what you heard, Dad?
What's that?
The more people we got watching, the more likes, the bigger fish and more fish we catch.
That's the rumor on the street. I don't know if it's true. But
Someone said Limburger cheese. What's that? You know what that is?
smelly stuff, and put that in some burger. Hamburger and Limburger bait, yeah.
What is that?
Hamburger and Limburger.
That's just cheese?
Yeah.
Dang. Oh, we're at 102 now, y'all. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Get these rods baited up. Is this the pond we were catching all the buffalo at? Is this the pond that you were catching them out? I said, yeah, it's a block of smelly cheese. That might work pretty good then. I know that might work pretty good for old, what's it called? Them catfish. What's that catfish called? A Willis catfish. And Willis catfish like spam and stuff. We definitely need to get a trip going down there. We got Steve Isles in there. Gummy sweets like wine, gums in the UK. Oh, dang. You spam in UK for over 40 years for carp? Really? I haven't used any spam for carp yet. I know. You said you used spam back in the day, Dad? Dad. Hey, Dad. You said you've used spam for carp? You said you've used spam for carp. Catch any big ones on it? No, he told me a story about a guy using a live bluegill, and he caught like a 30-pounder on it. So that's pretty insane also. I know, just me, I've just been using the old regular stuff. Straight up pack bait, plastic beads. You think the carp would kind of get used to it and just not hit plastic beads. Gonna go to Jurassic Mountain fishing. Oh yeah, I saw that huge yak cats. That's where we want to go too. You guys haven't seen in Thailand, there's a place with a lot of big, it's called like a black carp, I believe it's called. Siamese carp. And those things get big. They got arapaima, they got big catfish, red-tailed catfish. It's just an insane place. I guess they baited all up. You catch, I think Willis catfish too. Used to eat Limburger cheese and drink buttermilk. Oh man, by the sound of it, it doesn't sound too good. Smelly cheese, tons of bucket list fish. Yeah, I know. That's definitely one of our bucket list trips we want to make. When you get down there this year, Dad. Thailand.
Thailand?
Yeah.
I will.
Definitely one of our bucket list trips. You guys haven't seen, make sure to check it out. There's tons of videos on it. They got all kinds of different carp in it. They got black carp. It's just insane. That's a good place to fish. Use a red ear sunfish, but I cut the tip. Small piece, put on a hair for the 30-pound. Oh yeah, bass and carp. You're the guy from the, what was it? Dale Hollow, aren't you? I believe that's you from Dale Hollow. If you guys haven't been down to Dale Hollow, I don't know if it was just the one trip that we had so many snakes down there. Even bass and copperheads, yeah, bass and carp was there. We had all kinds of copperheads. We would take this net, and we had to fish to the net, and this snake just kept coming to the fish. Just wouldn't even stop. We'd throw rocks at it. The snake wouldn't even back up. It would just keep coming at us. The snakes were feisty. I mean, we were walking the trail back, and I was like, Dad, there's a snake right there. He shines the light, and this copperhead just starts slithering towards us. He's trying to take us out. They're definitely pretty venomous. Got some venom in them. That's one thing I'm scared of. I do not like snakes at all. One of my least favorite things out there. That huge fully scared me Mirrors. Yeah, we know about that. There's tons of 30s, 40s. I believe there has been 50s caught down there. There's definitely a lot of state record fish in that place. That's what I'm saying, JJ. No thanks to snakes. Definitely don't like them. Even if they're not poisonous, I hate snakes. We got my aunt's house, and she's got a lot of snakes in it. The last time I went up there, I saw at least 6 snakes. Ah, someone put a snake in the comments. Scared me. You're taking...
Yeah. Are you done? You want me to take over?
Yeah.
He's doing a good job, son. I figure I'll let him keep going, guys. He's doing a good job. All right. I'm back. I forgot. I just like, come on, guys, hit the like. Yes, we got 100 likes, so we're gonna give away a sticker right here anyway, guys. Everybody drop a number in the comments between 1 and 1,000. 1 number per person. 1 number per person. Whoever is closest without going over will win the sticker. Like I said, 1 number per person. If you pick more than 1, you're automatically disqualified, guys. This is when I go saltwater fishing. They're massive corner store that has some massive fish, and they tear up the red drums. Nice. I was netting the fish in the dark, and I take a pic. I walked in the water and shine light and saw a few snakes. Yeah, that's rough, bass and carp. Yeah, that one time, my very first trip there is when we saw, like 2 or 3 copperheads down there. It was crazy. So it was crazy. And listen, guys, here's the thing, right? So when we give these stickers away, or whatever we give away when we do this stuff, if you don't email or if you don't message me, there's no way for me to get a hold of you to actually get this item to you, right? So the last stream that we did, trying to think, somebody won something, and they never messaged me. So there's just, like I said, it happens a lot. A lot of the time, people watch and they don't message me, and that's cool. If you don't want it, I completely get that and I understand. But I've also had some people like come in streams before and be like, "Hey, I never got my sticker," and it's like, well, you never messaged me. You know, if I don't know what your address is, if you don't tell me, so just keep that in mind, everybody. I love to do that kind of stuff. I love to give some stuff away here and there, but I mean, if you don't contact me, then I don't know how to get it to you. You know, and I give a super easy way for people to contact me. You'll see. But everybody drop a number between 1 and 1,000, 1 number per person. Whoever is closest without going over is going to be the winner. I will pay the shipping on this sticker anywhere in the United States. I'll put it in a regular envelope. If it's going overseas, that's fine. I don't care. I'll put a stamp on it and head it your way. Now, if it makes it to you, great. If it doesn't, going to another country, I mean, it is possible that it may get lost. I don't know. So far, we've been about 100% delivery rate on stuff going to different countries, but I mean, I would imagine that could happen, you know. Yes, I will send this sticker anywhere in the world for free, guys. Anywhere in the world for free. It'll be in a regular envelope with just a stamp on it. That's how it's going to go. So yes. JJ says beautiful stickers. Thank you, JJ. Wade is the one that made the stickers for us, so he did a great job on it. No, Brett, no, I know you sent me your stuff. You sent me your stuff the other day. I haven't sent your flavor out yet, but you did send me your stuff. So, no. Are you still making bottles? You mean flavors, Justin? I have a bunch of flavors left. I won't be doing any new ones, but I do have a bunch left that I could sell too. So, Steve, I don't save anybody's location, buddy. Once somebody tells me where to ship that thing to, I mail it out, and that's the end of it, brother. I get a lot of messages and stuff, so I can't really go back through and search and try to find people, because a lot of people even have different names on Facebook than they do on YouTube or what have you. But guys, we appreciate it. Let's get it up to 110 likes, y'all. Let's get 4 more likes and get her to 110. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. And if you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We got a huge subscriber giveaway for hitting that 10,000 mark. We're going to have hopefully a set of fish on beepers. We sent them back to be upgraded to ones that come with a watch. And then how can you grab bottles yourself? Wesley, I mean, like I said, I do have some flavors, if somebody wants to contact me to order any of those, you can type in hashtag Facebook in the chat. It'll bring a link up to my Facebook page. Just send me a message there and I can let you know what I got. So, and then I'm going to have probably about 9 bottles of flavor in that giveaway as well. So we'll see what happens. But all right, let me get the random number generator pulled up, and then that way we can get the giveaway all in and all done. That way that doesn't take any more of our chit chat time. Let's see here. Let me pull it up. Can you go inside the lake? Kevin, I'm going to pass, but I do appreciate you asking me that question, but I'm going to pass on that one, buddy. All right, we grow fires in the house. All right, I'll give you one more second here. If you haven't yet, drop a number between 1 and 1,000 in the chat. 1 number per person, guys. So if you haven't, I'm going to give you just a second. I know, Kev. I know, buddy. Give you another quick second here if you haven't dropped a number yet. Between 1 and 1,000, go ahead and drop one. Give you 1 second here. Remember, 1 number per person. Derek's in the house. What's up, buddy? We got Derek in the house. All right, let's get it. I don't know if I can see the hit generate. All right, Lawson's Outdoors is the last number that counts there. Generate. What does that say? 933. What's up, Shad Daddy? 933. Was anybody up there or what? You waiting to close shop so I can go? Oh, he's waiting to close up shop so he can go home. All right, whoever's closest to 933 without going over. Kevin, your number does not count. Like I said, the last number that counts was, let me go back through and look here. Well, it was Lawson's Outdoors. I said that was the last number that counted, so I'm going to guess Todd had 918. I was going to say, I guess Lawson probably won, but Todd was higher than that and below 933, so I'm going to guess that Todd's probably our winner. If we could get somebody to go back through and make sure, confirm this for us or not. I want to win while I'm rain dancing. Get it, Lilac, get it. You get it, girl, let's go. Shame I just missed it. How we all doing? Yo, what's up, Southside? How you doing, buddy? JJ says Todd 916. Nice. It sounds like Todd may be the winner. Todd, have you won before? Seemed like I may have seen your name or sent you something before, possibly. I can't remember. What kid of fish? I'm going for carp, Kevin. We're after carp, buddy. You're all good, Southside. Todd won. They're saying Todd won. Todd, type in hashtag Facebook, and Nightbot will bring a link up, and that'll be it. Charlie Pucker took his 816. Okay, gotcha. But yes, type in hashtag Facebook, Todd. That'll bring Nightbot will drop a link to my Facebook page. Click that, send me a message, and we'll be good to go. Send me a message, and I'll respond back maybe tonight or tomorrow and ask you for your address, okay? 87, good looking, people watching. Y'all good looking, I can see it. I can see you through there. You're all looking good. Todd says he's got your messenger. Okay, well, shoot me a message, Todd, and we'll get you hooked up with a sticker, buddy. Have you won before? If you've won the stickers that I have, then I can go through and see if maybe I have a different sticker that might be better for you. I don't know. Let me know what you won before. Robert, I'm using the DJI. What is that? I don't remember what it's called now. It's the DJI microphone. Oh man, what is this thing called? I don't know. It's their only wireless mic, I believe. But yeah, it's a great mic. It is rather expensive. It's like $300-ish, maybe 300, maybe even more than that. But if you're going to do live streams or anything like that, it is well worth the money to get a nice microphone. Guys, I think you're still putting in numbers. Can you let them know that the giveaway has already been chosen and all that stuff? I think they're behind in the stream. Let them know that they're behind in the stream. I think they missed it. So, but the giveaway is over. Who was it? Todd, I think is who it was, right? Todd, yeah, right there on the bank hooks. Todd's the one that was the winner. So there you go. Brett says, hot singles, want to hear your alarm scream. Woo, let's go, baby. William says picking for next time. There you go. Jay says click live, refresh. There you go. I have a pod squicker and 2 get. Oh, really? Well, I may not have. I got a Carp 360 sticker I could probably send you. If that's something you want, just make sure when you message me that that's what you want, okay? Make sure you message me that that's what you want, and I can send you one of those. I think I've got some Team Outdoor stickers as well, possibly. We'll have to see, though. I'm not completely sure, to be honest with you. I've went through a lot of stickers in the last little while there. So, yo, Damien in the house. What's up, buddy? But I was on the microphone there, guys, talking about that. If any of you guys are going to do live streams or anything like that, learn from my mistake, okay? When I first started doing streams, I had no microphone. All you heard was the wind. Sounded terrible. It was bad, all right? Get you a good microphone, wireless. The DJI works great. What's the other one? I can't remember the other one. The Rode, I've got the Rode as well. I don't like it as much. The battery doesn't last as long. This one here comes with like a charging block that you put it in, and you got 2 microphones. So it lasts a long time, works great, and it keeps the wind out of your chat. You know what I mean? And people do not want to hear that wind. And it has a button that you can push on the side of it. Let's say you're recording a video with your GoPro, right? And you want good audio, just wear this around. When you turn your GoPro on, click this little record button as well, and it records the audio. So a blue whale is the biggest thing to ever live on Earth, much bigger than any dinosaur, really. I mean, I'll take your word for it. I believe you. Yeah, I was gonna come up with a joke off of that. I was trying to think of what that was. What was that? It's from 51st Dates. Stingray, buddy, you're. I don't know why you keep picking a number, man. The giveaway's over. If you could stop spamming the chat there, buddy. What's my favorite animal? I don't know. I like dogs a lot. That's my favorite pet, is a dog anyway. Oof. Love me some puppy dogs. We've always got at least 2. Our dogs usually live to be pretty old. I got to blow my nose real quick. Is there a napkin in there, bud? Our dogs usually live to be really old. Our one puppy right now, he's got to go to the vet here, the 29th, I think, for some arthritis. Hopefully they can get him straightened out. He's 15, I believe. 15 or 16. His back legs are giving out on him. And our boxer before that, I think he was 15 or 16 when he passed away. We also had a Great Dane that lived to be like around 15-ish. I can't remember the exact number. My wife would know if she's in the chat. But all of our dogs have lived a very long life. Thankfully. They're like family members, you know what I mean? So all 15. Stingray, you're behind on. There you go. Thank you, Dave, for telling him that, buddy. I appreciate that. But yeah, thankfully they've all lived a long life. It's like family, you know. Like family. Already doing great on the river. Had 8 barbel and 3 carp. Nice, man. Congrats. Sounds like you're doing good. Sounds like I was telling people in the chat earlier that I got a yacht. I don't know what's it. I don't know why I'm so tired. No rain yet, Lilac. You can keep it up. You got to keep doing it. But one of the parks that I fish at has a alligator gar in it. An alligator gar, to my knowledge, is not a native species to Indiana, or at least not where I fish anyway. I've never seen one before at any lake other than that park. I'm assuming somebody put one in there, whether it be the parks department or somebody had one in their fish tank and it got too big. I don't know. But it has a alligator gar in it. And that is wild. Dave, it's tough, buddy. It's tough. Jolene wants to handle that gar. Yeah, I don't think so. The biggest fish I've caught, Kevin, I don't know. I've caught some in the 40s, you know what I mean? I think I just had a little bump on that middle rod. Might have just been the wind there. But caught some in the 40s. We're talking about going to a place that has some huge grass carp here in the next few weeks, maybe even sooner than that. It's so I know the state record was caught out of there a couple years ago, I believe, but I don't know why it wasn't certified. I know they turned it in, but apparently it wasn't certified for some reason or whatever. I know Jolene had nothing that bites. Yeah, she doesn't want to catch. She doesn't want to catch a huge fish either. So she said once they get to a certain point, she'd rather not catch them, I guess. But some grass carp in that 50 to 80 pound range, I could handle that. And this place has them too. So Lilac, you just won. Send your address to Josh. Yeah, I've told Lilac already to shoot me an email or send me a message on Facebook, and I will hook her up with some stickers. She's been a really good supporter of the channel. She's dropped us a lot of super chats in the last year or so. She's been a big supporter. I mean, Todd, I'll send you your sticker, and if Lilac wants some, just send me that email or send me a message on Facebook. I got several stickers I can send your way. So JJ says, help them catch the baby carp. There you go. The view is the main. There you go, guys. There you go. I'm going to move this chair back around a little bit. Does Dolly Parton still speak to you? Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. You know, there's a song out there that is Jolene's perspective to Dolly Parton as well. And I was watching that the other day, so which was kind of cool, you know. But yeah, every time we go somewhere and somebody hears her name, they're always like, "Oh, Jolene," you know, because of the song and all that stuff. You know, Shad Daddy, I'll tell you what, there's one thing I've always said. I'm kind of the shad master. So, well, Todd, if she messages me her address, I'll be more than happy to send them to her. But I've always thought I was the shad king. I can carp fish, and just about anywhere I carp fish, I can catch a shad. I don't understand why. I mean, if I sit on top of my rods, places that are full of shad, if I sit on top of them, I can watch them just peck it. I'll put my finger up under the line. I can feel that fish just out there, just tapping on it and just barely moving it. I'll set that hook right in that shad's mouth. With a hair rig, though, it is a lot tougher to do. I must have a really late lag because at about 15. Somebody type in there and let Robert know that he's behind in the stream. Tell him to refresh or hit the live button in the corner, because it sounds like he might be 15 to 20 minutes behind. It's very possible. A lot of times people will kind of close out or keep it running in the background, and it gets way behind. Like the acoustic guitar on that song? Yes, it is a good song. And the funny thing is, I had never heard of that song until I met Jolene, my wife. So, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter what the time is, Robert. Your stream is behind. Tell him to close out and refresh. The time in the day is right, but your stream is not up to date. You see what I'm saying? He is not correct. I'll try to message him on there myself. Guys, we got 87 people watching. Let's go. If you're just joining in, make sure you hit that like button. Let's go, baby. Let's get them pumped up. And if you're new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of the community. Let's get it, y'all. Let's go. What's up, Duke? How you doing, buddy? Steve says, here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Lilac says it's 1 a.m. there pretty much. 1 a.m. almost. Let me message. Was that Robert? Close. Let me message this guy real fast. All right, I messaged him. JJ says Back to the Future. It's 8:30. Yes, it is 8:30 now. Well, it's 7:41 here. 3 rods in the water. Well, I got 4. There's one more to the left. One more to the left. But yes. Come on there, thing. There we go. All right, guys. Fishing the dog. No, we're not in the dog, Steve. I'm in the front there. I worried about the storm rolling in, and we've been lucky it's missed us so far. It's sprinkled a little bit off and on. but I wanted to park right next to my rods. That way I can jump in the truck if need be, and get out of here quickly if need be. You know what I mean? Not my favorite spot, that's for sure, but hey, gets us a rod in the water, and gets us a good chat going on with the stream here. He needs to cheering up. Bless Todd, thank you. Well, I mean, if Adam, no, you're good, Steve. But I mean, if Adam wants him to, that's cool. I don't know if Adam is. Seems like Adam won something, but it wasn't stickers. Seems like he won something last year, but I could be wrong. But if Adam wants it, Todd, if you want Adam to have them, that's cool too, man. We can have Adam send me his address, and I'll send him a sticker instead. It's up to you, buddy. 125 on the like train. Let's go, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. Email Josh, can I put it up? I'm not sure what you mean, Lilac. I'm not sure what you mean. Are you talking about my email address? Sure. Put it up there if you want. But I think Adam has Adam messaged me on Facebook last year. Only missing, I won the lures. Yeah, I remember, Adam. I remember, that's what it was, yeah. Oh, nice, dude. Glad to hear you got it, buddy. Glad to hear you got it. Well, Adam's won too, Todd, so he is 1-2, buddy. I think I ended up just sending him some cash or something because the shipping was going to be, seemed like it was going to be like way more than the stuff was even costed to him. But yes, anyway, guys, we're going to be here. What time is it? Shard, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate you. I can't really pronounce that, but it says Turkey. So it was what, 7:43. I'm going to be going for probably at least another hour, maybe 2 hours. Ooh, one of them jumped out there by the rope. Looking out for Linda, that's the song. Okay, yeah, I don't know what that is, John. I haven't heard that one. Yo, Ken, what's going on, buddy? How you doing tonight? Yes, Lilac, shoot me. Listen, I'm gonna put my email in the chat, Lilac. Send me an email. Let me pull it back up here. Send me the email. Right there, this is my email. Copy that, Lilac, send me an email, and I will send you some stickers, okay? Copy it, and I will send you some stickers. And you will be good to go. Like I said, you've dropped a lot of super chats. You're a member. You've done a lot of supporting on the channel over the past year or so. So, got my boy out fishing with me right now. He doesn't come off. And nice, dude. My son's here. He's just sitting in the truck. He's wimping out right now. He's cold. He's cold. So I don't blame him. I'm cold too. Once you set out here, I got the shorts on, no sweatshirt. For June, it is cold. Jason says 12:45 a.m. in England. Nice, Jason. Well, I appreciate you hanging in here this late with us, man. I got a question for everybody, right? So I'm at work. Dermot from Scotland, what's up, buddy? I'm at work yesterday and got all these packages ready to ship. What's up, Mama? I think it says Mama. All these packages ready to ship, ready to go out, and I'm sitting there thinking, man, it's like 4 o'clock. I'm like, wow, the mail carrier never came to pick up the packages, you know? I haven't caught any fish yet. I'm like, what the heck? Did you know there's a new holiday called Juneteenth, and the mail doesn't run on that? I had no idea. I had no idea there was a new holiday. Ken says they're putting in a third fountain at my lake. Hopefully it will help circulate the water better. It might, Ken, it might. I'd say your lake probably has pretty good circulation as well, though. I've been there. I'd say it's pretty good. I don't see why it wouldn't. That's a pretty good sized lake. Nice, clear, clean looking water. I would think you'd be good to go. Yeah, Steve, it's a federal holiday. Yep. But I had no idea that was a new thing. Going to the bait house at Indy, singing the song I'm Lying Here with Linda on My Mind. The girl at the bait house is named. Oh, really? Gotcha. Yep. You know, I was sitting at a restaurant one time. You guys have all heard the song, Help Me Rhonda, help me Rhonda. I was sitting there, I just heard that song in like the car or something like that. And I'm sitting there, and I was a kid. I was probably like 12, 13. I was at a truck stop with my dad. And I'm sitting there singing that song. Well, I made the waitress mad. Her name was Rhonda, and I guess she thought I was like putting her down or something. I had no idea this lady's name was Rhonda. I was just sitting there going, help me, Rhonda. help me, Ron. And she was like, I'm coming. And I'm like, what? And then she was all mad about it and everything. But yeah, didn't hear about till yesterday myself. Yeah, me either, Steve. Me either. Gives us the day off for you. Oh, really, Steve? You're lucky, buddy. I never got it, Lilac. I never got it. I don't know if I could pull yours out of the chat or not. Um, I mean, you can try it, but there's a lot of people that might try to grab a hold of your email. I don't know, Lilac. That's the thing. Or if you have a Facebook, just type in hashtag Facebook. Nightbot will bring a link up. You can click that link and send me a message that way if you got Facebook. But yeah, I don't know why, but I've never received an email from you. Like I said, if you copy it, just copy it and paste it, it should be good to go. 127 on the likes. Stingray, you are so far behind, man. Stingray just keeps dropping them numbers. That giveaway was what, 15, 20 minutes ago? He is just so far behind. But guys, we're 3 likes from hitting that 130. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get that like train going on up here. Let's see if we can't get to 200 likes again tonight. That was awesome. The last stream we did, we got like 212 likes or something like that. It was nuts. I'm going to message in there and tell Stingray that he's behind. Behind in the stream. Close out and come back in. See if he sees it or not. See if he sees it. I'm guilty of that as well. I don't know how many times I'll be watching somebody stream and put my phone down, or I'll like kind of close out for a second, do something else, multitasking, come back, and then I don't realize that it picked up on the spot where I left off, you know. So Alex in the house, what's up, buddy? Been getting skunked the past 3 weeks. Man, that's a long time to get skunked, you know. 3 weeks, ooh, man, that's rough. I don't know if I've been skunked that many times, but that's rough. Even getting skunked once or twice makes a guy feel bad, you know. So I mean, we very well may get it tonight. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yo, what's up? Always on. How you doing, buddy? It's a kind of a wombo combo on flavors. I've got fish on red raspberry mixed with fish on red grape in soybean meal. So but the struggle is real, brother. It happens though, man. It happens, especially depending on the place you're fishing. You know what I mean? One thing about me is if I blink a couple times in a row, I'll go to a easy location and make sure I get some fish on that way, and that gets my confidence built back up. You know what I mean? I've had a few years where I didn't blink at all, but I've had some where I did blink, you know, every now and then. Sometimes quite often. You just never know. It depends on the weather. Like today, I noticed the barometric pressure is pretty high, but it depends on the weather, the places you're fishing. There's a lot that goes into it. I sat here and ate a 7.5 ounce bag of I don't even know what that is. Snapped. What is snapped? Is that like a bag of chips? Popcorn? I'm not even sure what that is. We've been going to Costco, guys. I bet, Duke. I bet, man. I'm ready to go back up to Michigan myself. But I've gained that 20 pounds. I think it's all from Costco. We go up there. We got a membership. And I got Mama one for Mother's Day. That's what she wanted, believe it or not. And we go up there. And it's like you think you're eating a bag of Doritos, right? You're like, oh, man, I'm eating a bag of Doritos. Well, the one from Costco is like 10 times the size of the one you get at Walmart. So, I mean, it gets you. What's up, Daddy Joe's? How you doing, buddy? Caught on his carp bait the other day. It was soybean meal base. Yes, catfish love basically any carp bait. I've caught some big flatheads on soybean meal, actually. So, yes, always on, yes. Derek, dude, I mean, I love the banjo minnow. So, let me see if I can copy that, Lilac. I don't know if I can copy it or not. Let me try real fast. Let's see here. But the banjo minnow definitely works for me. Clayton, can you copy that? Can you write down her email? I'm going to see if Clayton can write it down, Lilac. I will see if he can write it down. Mine's not letting me copy it, but maybe he can look at it and put it in there. And I'll try to remember 139. Costco better than Sam's Club, he says. I mean, for me, nice, Alex, nice. For me, I feel like it's better than Sam's Club. I feel like the stuff there is better. I feel like Sam's Club may have more, but I feel like Costco stuff is better, if that makes sense. You got me an unhooking mat for Father's Day. Nice, dude. Nice, man. That's awesome. Yeah, nothing like taking a little fish care in there, you know. Nothing wrong with it at all. I've got a carp cradle that I use, but for the longest time, I didn't have anything. And, you know, you catch you a real pretty fish, especially like a beautiful koi or anything like that. Nothing like keeping them nice and healthy and getting them back in the water so somebody else can catch them someday, you know. But the food that Costco sells is, I mean, so good. We got Clayton a cinnamon roll for his birthday. I mean, best cinnamon roll I've ever had. And it seems like everything just tastes better up there for some reason. I got a thing of M&Ms. It's like this big. It's a big container of them. I forget, what is it, like 5 or 6 pounds. I want to say it was like $13 or $15 up there. And if you go to Walmart for 3 pounds, I think it's like $13. Something like that. I mean, it's like a big thing of M&Ms, you know. And for you guys out there, I know a lot of y'all watching are meat eaters. I like to eat that meat. We probably got some vegetarians, maybe even some vegans watching too. I don't know. But they sell a chicken up there called, man, I don't remember the name of it. My wife can drop the name in the chat there. She probably remembers it. But this chicken, it's a fake chicken, but it absolutely tastes, to me, I know you're not going to believe me, but it tastes better than real chicken to me for some reason. I love this stuff. I like real chicken. I've never had fake chicken I liked before, but that one tastes amazing. So, thinking about going there. I'm telling you, I think you'll like it. I really do. Could go fishing tonight. The boats are on fire. Nice. Try Maumee River walleye run. Oh yeah, yeah. I've been up by the Maumee River there for sure. Catch buffalo on their jigs. That'd be cool. Yeah. It'd be fun to hit it sometime. You never know. Scott Rader's in the house. What's up, buddy? Oh. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Woo. All right, we got 81 good-looking people watching. Listen, if any of y'all are brand new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, y'all. That way you don't miss out on the next one. We do a lot of live streams, fishing videos. We just like to come in, hang out, and have some fun, guys. We're sitting at 134 on the like train. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get her to 140, guys. 6 away to 140. Vox says, like the fortune cookie said at the Chinese food place, that was a chicken. Ooh. Scott says he didn't get notified. Oh, you didn't miss nothing anyway, Scott. No biggie on this one. We're local, and we're trying to get in a good stream for you guys. We do got the rods in the water. Hopefully we get a hog. You never know. So Brett says, here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Let's go, fishy. Man, I might need to get a drink of water here in a second, but yes. Supposed to get a big storm. I mean, it might look a little stormy, but I think maybe it's moving that way. I don't know. We might be good now, guys. We might be good. When your boy was on, but he wasn't sure, said I had a question for you. Can you tell me how? Robert, I've never fished them, brother. I couldn't tell you. I wish I could tell you how they work, but I've never fished one up here. But if you message Bill, I'm sure he could tell you. Or if you want to post in the Highway Crew on Facebook, then I'm sure there'd be numerous guys that could help you out. No doubt about it, man. Looks like a nice little tournament that they run. Looks like they all have a good time up here when they do it. So definitely check it out, you know. 90 people in the house. What's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Great white tail in your pic. I thought you were talking to me. Adam says he'll drop you a message. There you go. There you go. But yeah, I don't know. I might have swallowed a gnat. I'm not sure. No problem, Robert. I wish I could help you out more on that. I saw they recently started it, been going for a couple weeks now. So definitely check it out, man. Yo, what's up, Alan? How you doing, buddy? Probably, nah, it's fake chicken, Ken. It's fake chicken, man. It's not organic. It's actually that fake, I don't know if it's made out of soy or I have no idea on that. Not real, but it is good. I can't remember the name of it, but it is the only one I've ever seen that I was like, wow. You know, they nailed it. They nailed it. You don't have to worry about any kind of bones in it. It tastes good. And believe me, I like the real stuff. And that one there, I was digging it. So digging it for sure. With the weather the way it is, I am very surprised we haven't caught several fish though. Alan, you haven't missed a single fish yet, man. So you're good right now. I was just saying, with the weather, I know the pressure's up, but I really figured it's nice and cool. Got some good bait out there today. I figured we at least took into a few of them. So, Dave, I know, yeah. I guess it shows nothing now, which is good. It has sprinkled off and on, but that's about it. Avi, I'm using soybean meal pack bait. And soybean meal has some corn in it, and it has red grape and red raspberry flavoring in it. So it's good stuff. Catch a lot of fish on it. They're just not biting right now. Yes, overcast. I love it too, man. I'm gonna grab me a drink of water real quick, chat. I'll be right back with you. To me, it looks like it might still be sprinkling a little bit, but I don't know if that's raindrops or something else on top of the water. Oh, as you guys know, raindrops keep falling on my head. Whew, this bottle been in the truck for a few days. It might be cool out now, but this bottle of water is still warm. She's hot. Some like it hot, hot, hot. Ooh, 140 on the lights. Let's go, y'all. I'm a fishing live stream jinx, I think Charlie says. Nah, brother, you're good. You're good. We're going to get one. We need to get one while Charlie's in here. Lilac says, hit the like, guys, and subscribe. Support Josh and Jolie. Thank you, Lilac. Bear might know about the turnings. He could, yep. He says, hot flavors been the ticket there. Nice. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of the hot flavors myself. I know a lot of people love them. I've experimented with hot and regular. I personally haven't seen any difference, you know. Sweet Earth has a plant-based chicken. If my wife's watching, then she could put the name of that one. I forget the name of it, but it was really good. Avi, I used several different knots for different things. Are you talking about just connecting like a swivel to the main line? If so, I like to use the improved clinch knot. I know a lot of people like to use the polymer knot, but yo, Bob, what's up, buddy? I'll try, man. I'll try. Rob's in the house. What's going on, brother? Line to bait. Well, I use a knotless knot for the line to bait. So if you're looking for the one that goes to the hook, that's a knotless knot. Yo, Sheila's in the house. I've heard there's some grass carp in the one secret pond in Middletown. Yeah, there could very well be some big grass carp in there. I've heard that same thing. So, clock, my membership has ran out. I'll renew in the morning. Hey, no problem, Adam. No problem, buddy. I appreciate you, brother. Alan likes mostly grape. There you go. Grape's a good flavor. Grape's a good flavor. I'll tell you, I honestly feel like flavor means very little in the big scheme of things. I've caught on plain and about every flavor there is. I'm the guy that likes to use, let's say if you're fishing a tournament and everybody is using grape. For me, I would be the guy that would go the opposite spectrum of grape then. I would probably throw a peach because I would want my bait to be different from every other bait laying on the bottom there. But does that mean that that works? No. Most of it is being in the right spot. As you probably know, any of you watching this, there are certain spots of every lake where fish feed better. And if you can get that spot, you have a greater chance in catching fish, you know. This is definitely not my favorite spot to be in. But like I said, it's close to home. And if we set in this spot, then we can get in the truck quickly if it starts to rain or anything. For bass, you probably laugh at me, Avi. My son just got me that banjo minnow, and I've said for years, because I used to use them in the past, that I love that thing. I've caught so many bass on that. That's probably honestly my favorite, but next to that, I would use a crankbait. And you might say, why? Because I'm a lazy bass fisherman. Even with the banjo minnow, it's a lot of work to throw it out there and tweak it just right and everything else. So, depending on flavors in wild water, Steve, again, I use them. I love flavors in my bait. but I think it probably catches me more than fish, but I don't know. So, oh, really? That's cool. Well, the one I'm talking about is called the banjo minnow, Avi. The banjo minnow. I like it. I like it. So, but like I said, I put flavors and everything. The one flavor I think has caught me a few extra fish here and there would be crab or mussel. I think those are probably the best ones, depending on the water, especially. In the right water where there's a lot of mussels, I think it could definitely get you an extra fish or two. The other flavors, maybe they work. I don't know. They don't hurt. I'm sure of that. I'm sure it brings them in, has some attraction to them, but you know. Shad is the best bait I've ever used. Caught my PB pike and PB bass on. Okay, nice. Yeah, I haven't used that one, Brett. I haven't used that one. But again, I'm like the lazy bass fisherman when I go. I know, Scott. I saw that, buddy. I saw that, man. That was a nice fish, dude. Congratulations. Congratulations. When they were spawning over there last year, I saw a few, I saw one mirror carp. So that's pretty cool, man. Maybe that was it. I don't know. You never know. But beautiful fish, buddy. Beautiful fish. Had a nice, had a round shape to it, you know. I like that. You flavor some, I agree with you. If the fish are there, yeah, if the fish are feeding, I think it matters zero. It's almost, oh, the catappa worms, there you go. Yeah, I saw one in there last year, Scott. So most places have at least one or two in there anyway. But usually it's pretty rare. Some places are full of mirror carp. Some have more mirrors than they do commons. But yeah, I'm a big believer of just being in the right spot at the right time. Nice, dude. Yeah, that's a nice one, man. 25 pounds. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a nice fish for sure. Now, you catch a 25 over in my area, that's a big fish. You know, we've caught. I used to have a spot close by there where I'd catch 30 pounders every year, and then the bow fishermen kind of come in and destroyed it on me. But been a while. I did catch a 31.15 mirror carp live on stream last year. So that's only the second one I've seen, Scott. Been fishing there a long time, Steve says. There you go. That's only the second one Steve's seen, and he's been there. So that was a nice one. I still need to get over there and get one. He says, I'm after my first 30 this year. Scott, I'd say there's some in there, man. I would say that place has some, honestly. Just due to the size that I saw when they were spawning, I'd say there's probably several in there. Dirty Cuz is after his first 20. You got it, brother. You're going to get you one soon. I can feel it. You're going to get one soon. Alan, I mean, here's the thing, right? It's legal. You can do it, whatever. I mean, it is legal, so you can't really say too much about it. Do I get it? I absolutely don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand the need to shoot it. And it'd be different if like they did something with it, you know what I mean? If they like shot it and then ate it or something. But most people that shoot them throw them up on the bank or in a garbage can. I don't understand it. I never will. I will tell you, I was watching a stream the other day and I kind of chuckled a little bit where somebody was saying, somebody said something about bow fishing, and the guy's like, he's like, bow fishing's not that big of a deal. You know, he's like, that ain't no big deal at all. And then somebody said something about, he's like, well, he's like, they just made it legal where you can, in my area, where you can shoot catfish with a bow. And then that same guy says, well, I do have a problem with that. Here's the thing, right? You only have a problem with it if they're after the fish that you like to catch. You know what I mean? So to say it's okay for them to go after one person's fish, but not the kind that you fish, I don't know on that one. I mean, it's kind of hypocritical, you know. What they should do to make it the right thing is just make it, if it's going to be a legal thing, make it legal all the way around, right? So you could go after any species, and then that might change some people's minds. Because if you're able to get bass or any other fish with it, then that would probably change people's minds on the whole situation. That's my thoughts. But hey, like I said, it's legal. I mean, what can you do about it? You know, if it's something that is legal, it is what it is. I don't agree with it, and you'll never see me doing it. But hey, It's definitely ruined a lot of my fishing spots. A lot of them. And that's one reason why I don't say where I'm fishing at most of the time anymore either. So I told the bow fishing guy I only shoot largemouth bass. Yeah, I know, man, exactly. I'm sorry, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't either. I'm not a fan of it in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Even for invasive species, I think let's come up with a better solution and get rid of them than even that, because you can't even put a dent in the invasive species like that. And most people that go after the invasive species don't. They get out there and that's not what they end up shooting. Most of them end up shooting native species and stuff like buffalo and all that kind of stuff. So, but all good. Hey, to each their own. Just not my thing, and I don't agree with it. Blocked off or they filled in. Oh man, gotcha. That can't fish. Yeah, I don't think it's a sport for any kind of fisherman. It's something different altogether. So I've been there. My sister was down. Gotcha. And then yes, but guys, gorgeous. We're 2 likes from 145, guys. If you're just joining in, hit that like button. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it. Choo choo, chug it. Let's get the like train going, y'all. Let's go. And if you're brand new to the channel and you like fishing related content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, y'all. We'd love to have you as part of the community. Colt3946. I mean, I said your name. I don't know what you mean by a shout out, buddy. You're in the chat typing. That's about all you can really do for that kind of stuff. Can I force people to go look at your channel or anything? Probably not, but I'll say your name out loud for you. How's that sound? Dave, I don't really follow it, but I know it's high and on the rise right now, so that can definitely cause some problems when catching fish. Scientifically, they say that causes pressure on their swim bladder, I think it is, which makes them bite less. Lilac says she needs a holiday. You, me, and everybody in here needs a holiday. I know that one. I need one too. What's up, Vape Cart? How you doing, buddy? From Indonesia, I'm too fishing. Nice. Ursan channel. I can't really pronounce it too good, but that's awesome, man. I appreciate you coming in all the way from Indonesia and watching this. Awesome. We got Waldiza from Argentina. Nice. On the Bank says he needs to retire. Yes, me too, buddy. Me too. Alex, good luck to you on your next fishing trip as well, buddy. Waste what they shoot. But yeah, exactly, kid. Like I said, that's a different thing. You know, most of them don't. That's the thing. See you, Steve. You have a good rest of your night, buddy. I'm gonna try. I will try. But we got some people in here from all over the country. I love to see it when we get people from all over the country. I just love to see it. It's awesome. Scott says taking a vacation either next week or the week after. I'm gonna be taking another one real soon myself. I need to get me a destination locked in for where I want to fish, and I need to get some fishing in myself. So the Wafter 14 millimeter, yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. They're kind of hard to get a hold of. They sell out pretty quick, but they're good. I love the sticky baits, the bucaberry, the pineapple, the peach and pepper. I love those. Those are really good as well. Scott says I know a place you can go. That's local though. I'm going to be going over there real soon though. Clayton wants to get over there. So, Dirty Cuz, where are you at, man? That's the thing. I mean, you might be fishing a place that just don't have any 20s in it, brother. The biggest secret to catching big fish is fishing a spot that has big fish. If you fish a place that's full of 5-10 pounders, that's all you're going to catch, you know. If the average size is small, then that means there's very few, if any, big ones in there. Makes it a lot harder to get one. That's where you see, like, you know, if you ever watch channels where they catch 40, 50, 60 pound catfish all the time, the reason they catch them is they literally are fishing a lake, river, reservoir that is full of them, you know what I mean? Bass with gummy worms, I've never used a gummy worm for a bass, Captain Z. Never tried that one. But that's the key. You have to be on a water that produces big fish. Certain waters have better ecosystems, I guess you would call it, for the fish, and it creates more fish, it creates larger fish, right? Fish DNA is probably a thing too, that makes it like that. But there's lakes I fish that I mean, they're full of fish, but they're all small, right? And there's lakes I fish where the average size might be 10, 15 pounds, and there's a lot of big ones in there. So 18, what state are you in? What state are you in? I can't remember. It seemed like maybe you were in Colorado or something. I can't remember now for sure though. My memory's bad, so it is called. Aha! I remembered it. 30 tonight by Thursday, 29.9. Dave, yeah, so you might want to get on them when it starts to fall. You know what I mean? So right now, I think it's what, 29 point something or 30. It might be 30 right now. I don't even know. So that's not really ideal as far as fishing weather goes. You know, you want it on the drop as low as possible, to my understanding. But again, I don't really pay that much attention to it. I go fishing whenever I can. That's what I do. I go fishing whenever I can. And if they bite, they bite. If they don't, they don't. I'm just happy to get out on the water, you know. John Devlin says, from Scotland, how your fishing going? And we're after carp, John, and thank you for coming in and hanging out, buddy. You don't have to worry about them here. Now you have to know someone to be able to fish. Yes, that's good. That is good, Ken. I like that, buddy. That is very good that you don't have to worry about it. Trust me. If you could, you would probably not be happy about it because they'd be in there doing it. So good fishing, 29 point. Really, I've always been told that good fishing was lower than that, William. That's what I've been told. And always been told when it's on the drop, not on the rise. You know what I mean? That's my understanding about it. I watched a video. If I could find that video again, I would love to share it on my community page for people to see. And the guy went into detail on it. It was a really good video. So I'm getting hammered with rain, hoping some big carp came in from the river. And yeah, we've had a wild June as well. I mean, it's been wild. The beginning of June, 90 degrees, 90 plus degrees. And about a week and a half in, tank down into the 70s. I mean, I like the 70s, so really, William. Me and you must have watched something totally different then. So from what I saw was when it was on the up, going up, it puts pressure on their swim bladder, right? Which causes them not to bite. It makes the fish uncomfortable, is the video I watched. And on the drop, it took the pressure off, and that's when they bit. But who knows? Sport, throwing them back in, yes. Yeah, I know. That's my thing. I tell people that I throw them back in, and a lot of them are like, what? You know the common, oh, those are good for, every time I talk to somebody, like, yeah, even somebody at my work yesterday is like, yeah. They're like, oh, you fish for carp? I'm like, yeah. They're like, yeah, I heard they were really good for fertilizer. I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, I guess every fish would be good for fertilizer, wouldn't it? Would it? I mean, am I wrong? I'm wrong on that one. I'm going to get a little bit closer to you guys here. Oh, whoa. Going in the morning, maybe tomorrow. Not definitely Thursday. Yeah, we'll probably try to get out Thursday ourselves as long as the weather's not too bad. You know what I mean? If it's storming, then we won't be able to get out. But if not, if it ain't storming, we're going to be doing some fishing. We'll try to go somewhere where we can get a lot of hot action. Colt, we're after carp, buddy. We're after carp. Duke's off Thursday as well. Nice. But I do need to figure me out a spot soon because Clayton will be going back to school here soon. Is better. Yeah, it might be. I don't know. Derek says he's off Thursday as well. Nice, nice. Chronic says, how many so far? None, buddy. None at all. It's been one of those days so far. It's been 2 hours in and we haven't had a single bite. It happens. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's one of those things. Guys, we're 5 likes away from cracking that 150 mark. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button. Let's go. Out on the bank says he uses owner SSW straight eye hooks. There you go. Nice. Yeah, I used to use owners too. I've used a lot of the different owner style hooks. Actually, they make a few different ones. 2 hours in, nothing here either. Yeah, it happens. Keith is back in the house. What's going on, Keith? What is going on, my friend? Some days you're the hooked and some days you're not, I guess. If you're the fish, some days you're hooked and some days you're not. I don't know. Tried to come up with something on the spot and couldn't think of it. It happens. No bites. Not a single beep. Nothing at all. Ain't even had the wind set off a little beep or anything. It's been cold. Sitting out here in the wind, we got the shorts on and we're chilly. We are chilly. So Clayton's actually sitting in the truck there. He's smart. Clayton sat in the truck. Keith with the member emojis with the yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. Let's go, fishy. Let's go. Ooh, yeah. Oh, man. I am getting tired, believe it or not. Getting very tired. I don't know why. Let me know. Everybody watching, and this is for real. T. Davis says clear skies out that way. Yeah, it's kind of clearing up, you know. When we first got here, I thought we was going to get hammered hard. But I got a question for you guys. So for about the last week and a half, man, I'll tell you, I've had the most terrible sleep. I'm having weird dreams. I don't know what is going on. Anybody else having sleep issues right now? There's been some wild stuff going on. I've been having crazy dreams. I've been having like world-ending kind of dreams and all kinds of wild stuff. Let me know if anybody else is having weird stuff in their dreams. With supper, so I relate to that tired feeling. Yes, I've been trying to get to bed early the last couple nights myself, tossing, turning, and everything else. Lilac says, "Who's taking me fishing then, please? She needs a break." Somebody's gonna have to take her fishing that lives over there in that country. That leaves us out. We're in the wrong country. Wake up 3 or 4 every morning for the past week for no reason. I don't know what's going on, but my dreams have been wild. Sheila says, yep, and her dreams are weird right now too. Presley, nothing yet, man. Nothing yet. Scott says he had a dream his wife tried to kill him. Oh, man. Run, Scott. Run, buddy. Get out, bro. Get out. Well, at least it was a dream, right? If we turn on the news and hear something about it, I'm like, oh, man. No, Scott, no. I don't know if I've had that dream or not. The only dream I have is about carp, he says. Nothing, Presley, not a single bite, buddy. I was going to tell you, what was the other dream I had? Oh, I had a dream that Clayton, right before his birthday, I had a dream that he was like doing something and he turned back into like, I watched him go from 16 to 5 years old again. Right there in my dream, firsthand. It was crazy. The kiddie pond, Presley, yeah, I don't want to mess with the kiddie pond. I'm going to stick it out and try to catch a big one. Maybe we get lucky and get a big one right here. Get a big buff or a big common. So we'll see what happens. Catch one, we don't, it's all good. We got our rods in the water. We got a good group of people in here hanging out, having a good time. So I'm going to give them about, let's see here. I waited about an hour and 20 minutes to bait them the first time. So I'm going to give them a little bit longer and I'm going to bait them back up. Bears, fish, and tornadoes in Sheila's dreams. Holy cow. Whole live to tell you my dreams. Oh no, Lila's got the weird dreams going on too. Yeah, well, I'm in America. That's correct. We're in the USA. You've heard the song Born in the USA. We're fishing in the USA. But yeah, dreams been a wild one, that's for sure. Sounds like everybody in the chat's had some wild dreams. I wonder what's going on. Something in the air. Must be something in the air, I guess. Hopefully none of mine are real. That's the thing. Good luck from Holland. I heard that Americans don't like to fish for carps, but I love to fish. Hey, keep that a secret, all right? I don't want everybody else out here fishing for these things. These are awesome fish right here. Presley, I got one under the tree, buddy. I already got one there. Lilac says, Keith, I know I want to rain. Josh can have a fish deal. There you go. There you go. I would do a rain dance for you, but I would just scare the rain away. But yeah, carp are awesome to catch. It's catching on over here in the States, believe it or not. Believe it or not, it's catching on. Duke says he's from America and he fished for carp, exclusively for carp. This is Highway Springs. This is what's called a pay pond. So there are big fish in here. Like, you don't know exactly the sizes, but there are big fish in here. Typically we do wild water, but in this go around here, it's close to the house. It was supposed to storm earlier. I think we're in the clear now on the storm, but where I'm at, I'm literally able to fish right next to my truck. And yes. So Brandon says, what pond? This is the front pond right here. This is the front pond, the Highway Springs, where we're at, buddy. English carp angler, it's good to see Americans doing it the way we do for a change. And yeah, like I said, we got a carp cradle. We try to take good care of them. We try to make sure they go back in the water as good as they came out. We do everything in our power anyway. Every now and then you might have something, but yo, Metatron's in the house. Bass fishing, did not want a worm. I was fishing, had some bread as I did a little top water. Yes, that's awesome. Bread can get them sometimes. Your little brother says, I won't comment on my dream. He must be having some wild ones as well. Like I said, that's the whole thing right now. 2 hot months there, gonna fish Thursday. Might rain, will help fishing for the carps. Good weather and change, yes. It's been chilly over here, been unusually chilly. So, I believe it, Lilac, I believe it. I haven't said all my dreams in here because some of them are pretty wild too, but maybe not as wild as yours if they're that crazy, but you know, mine are pretty crazy too. So I'm using 14 millimeter sticky baits wafters, and I'm using soybean meal pack bait is what I've got for the actual method mix that a lot of people call it. We call it pack bait, but yeah. Do you use lure? Are you saying lures, Kevin? For carp, you don't use lures. I don't think I've ever caught a carp on a lure either. I've seen pictures where people have, but tiger nuts, yeah, sometimes I'll use tiger nuts. I love tiger nuts. Good bait for sure. Really good hook baits. Got a bunch of them in my tackle bag over there. I've been liking the munch baits, tiger nuts. They're pretty good size. They're like a jumbo in size, and you get a huge container for cheap, really, compared to other brands. You get a pretty big container pretty cheap. So not a lot of wild water spots by me that I can drive to. My truck is, Dave, I feel you, brother. I feel you. Look for local parks. Some of the best fishing I've ever done was right in the middle of a local park. So Urson says, I'm not sure what he means on that. Alan says, going Sunday to a pay pond since we are having a hard time wild fishing. There you go, there you go. He says, hi everyone, how are you? North Carolina carp pond on every corner. There you go, Steve, yeah. We don't have one on every corner by any means. In my area, there's 2 within about 35, 40 minutes of each other. So Colt says, I see you. Hey, I see you, Colt. I see you, buddy. Urson says, I'm going to stay. Well, nice, Urson. I appreciate that, brother. If we got anybody new to the channel in here that's watching, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss out on the next one, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us tonight. Lilac says, love the channel, always made me welcome. Yes, no problem, Lilac, no problem. We appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Chow, yeah, man, I've used chow many times. That would be the ideal bait right now. I don't have any with me, but yes. I've caught several in the mid 30-pound range. Yo, on the bank hooks with the 5 spot. Clayton, you want to give him a little money dance to warm yourself up or what, bud? One time I had a pond behind it, good fishing, surprised me. Dude, I'm telling you, some of the best spots I've ever fished in my life were, like I said, public parks that people would never believe. They'd never think those fish are in there. Caught 20s, 30s, caught some monsters, 40-pound grassies and stuff. I mean, people would never believe that that fish was in there, you know. Lilac Luck telling them to get in here. There you go. You're good. Don't fall in. He's doing the money robot money. I can't even talk, guys. Thank you on the banks. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's one of them right there. You know the one I'm talking about. That's one of them for sure. Clayton finally turned old enough to get his workout in at the gym. He was pumping some weights today. What do you think, Chad? How much do you think Clayton could bench press right now? What do you guys think? I don't even know. See if he tells the truth. I don't know what he benches either. I know he's been working out pretty good. What do you think he can bench? Give him some heavy carp to lift for the picture. There you go. We're trying, brother. We're trying. On the bank says 175. Holy cow. William says 60 pounds. Oh man, Sweaty Guy's in here. I ain't seen Sweaty Guy for a minute. What's going on, Sweaty Guy? Good to have you back in the house, buddy. I'm a wimp. I can't even do 175. Metatron says 110. I hadn't really ever bench pressed. And I started out doing it a little bit last year when I went on my diet and exercise routine. Yo, Fishy Stories in the house. 2 Cents says he wants a cod fillet with ketchup and fries. There you go. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by which. Are you talking about East or West Coast? I'm in the Midwest, I guess you would call it. I'm in the Midwest. T. Davis says 225. Man, that'd be some weight right there. Justin says 100 pounds. He's a pretty small kid. He's tall, but he real skinny. He only weighs like 130, 140 pounds. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see if he tells us what he can lift or not there. I'm sure he's watching on his phone, see if he drops it in the chat. Just the bar. There you go, Derek. There you go. What? How much can you bench press? How much? There ain't no way you doing 175. I don't think. Let him know in the chat. I don't know what he can do. Maybe he can. I don't know. You put it in the chat what you can bench. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what his bench is. I know mine's pretty weak. Mine was pretty sad. But again, it's not an exercise idea. High rep, low weight until you get there. Yeah, I don't lift any weights, man. You know, like this one time I brought out some tickets to the gun show, you know what I mean? And I got in trouble. I had the gun show going on. But it's just not something I do. When I work out, I'm in pretty good shape. Perfectly round from eating all that Costco food. That's what I like to say. Good shape, perfectly round. Clayton says he squats 345. I don't even know if that's good or not. So, is it good? I don't know. I don't know what a good weight is for benching or squatting or anything like that. Yeah, Clayton says that's good for his size. I honestly don't know. So, he says he's going to get super buff. So Josh lifts 30 pounders. There you go. Lilac's got the crazy dreams going on. She's got the crazy ones. I haven't had any of those in a long time, but going fishing again this weekend, been a minute. Well, Davis, get you some fishing going on and hope you catch a big one this weekend, man. William says 3.45 pounds, Clayton. Got him. Got him. Sub 3 days ago, ain't seen you catch not it. Really? Well, the last live stream we did, I caught a ton of fish, so I'm not sure how you didn't see any then. But we may not get one tonight. But like I said, the last one we did, we caught a ton of them. Lifting can be a workout too. There you go. Yeah, I'm sure, for sure on that. Like I said, I just don't work out or anything myself. My book ain't got nothing on my dreams. 50 Shades of oh man, you're gonna have to get that thing published. Usually bench close to your weight is good. Gotcha. Well then I am way off. I am way off on that. I'm probably about 200 pounds again. I haven't weighed myself since we got back. Give him some credit. It's at least 34 pounds, he says. Kid says 50 pounds. Working in shifts. Usually in the weekend, people are always fishing, and during the week, most of the times I'm free so I can fish. Yes, that's the way to do it right there. That's my favorite time to fish too. I like to get out there when it's pretty much nobody else, you know. To me, that's the funnest. You're out there and just you and nobody crossing your lines, no boats coming in and hooking into your line or anything like that. On the Bank says he would buy that book. Yeah, peace and quiet, that's for sure. So I've been, I guess, decently lucky this year as far as boats getting in my line. I can't think of any time I've had one come in there and get it off the top of my head this year. I can't think of one right now, but the year is young. I'm sure it won't be long and there'll be tons of them. So Metron says boat traffic is crazy right now. I'm telling you, now that I said that, the next fishing trip I take, I guarantee you, there are going to be all kinds of boats probably on top of me. Probably come right in and get their prop in my line. You know, that's the bad thing about it. Certain places I fish, I got something stuck in my shoe there, but certain places I fish, man, people come in there and it's almost like it's on their agenda. It's like the fun thing for them to do. You know what I mean? They're like, hey, let's see how many lines we can take out. Soft shell turtle yet? Oh man, that's a big soft shell. No baby jumping off the bridge on your swim. Yeah, I'm telling you, I've had that too. Last year we was fishing, me and Clayton was, and these people rolled right up, and where they come to where we were at, like, I mean, it was a long distance from the boat ramp or anything like that, but they come in. There was a bunch of college kids. They come in, get right over the top of us. Oh, I bet, Steve. I bet. They come in, get over the top of where we're fishing, but they're in close. You know what I mean? And we was throwing out like 70, 80 yards, and they're like 30 yards away from us. They pull their pontoon on top, and I mean, it was like college boys and girls, like in their swimming, bathing suits, swimming trunks, and they just start jumping off, backflips, just swimming all over. And we couldn't bait up and recast because we would be casting over their boat, you know? I was just sitting there like, I mean, really? Crazy. What in the heck is it? Things in my sock, I guess. But yeah, we've seen it all. I'm sure you guys, if you're a fisherman or fisherwoman, I guarantee you've seen it all too. We could all probably sit around and have stories for days on boaters and stuff like that. I'm sure of that one. I get amazed that if I'm catching carp, somebody will go out there and fish for panfish on top of me. I'll be throwing 50, 70, 100 yards out, and somebody will go right on in. And like I said, start snagging my lines out there fishing for panfish. So that's when you throw the thread. It ain't worth it, Duke. It ain't worth it, buddy. You got to pick your battles. You know what I mean? Look, this is what was in my sock right there. A big wood chip. What the heck? Too many people crazy today out there. You got to pick your battles. You know what I mean? If it ain't the one that you think in your head is worth ending it all for, you better let it slide, because you never know what kind of nut job you're dealing with on the other side, dude. That's for sure. I had a guy come in one time and he rolled up on top of where I was fishing, threw all of his lines out, and then he snagged my line. He reels it in, and I'm holding it, and he's sitting there messing with the line, and he like throws it in his in the boat. I'm like, and he's like doing this, and he's throwing it in the boat. He throws his finger, and he's doing this. I'm just holding my rod. I'm just like, what the heck is this guy doing? You know what I mean? I'm going like that, and finally I yell at him. I said, buddy, I'd like to get my stuff back. He's like, this ain't your line. I said, what do you mean it's not my line? He's like, you're not fishing that. I said, yeah, you're literally right on top of me. You know what I mean? Heard of people doing it though? He says, yeah, I've heard of people say they do it, but I don't think anybody really does. But there's crazy people. You don't want, if it ain't worth ending it all on that day, you know what I mean? Taking that chance, it ain't worth messing with it, you know? That's the way I look at it. I'll live by that one. Now, I've had a few times where I've took some major stands on stuff, but most of the time it just ain't worth it, you know? Especially if you got kids with you and significant other or anything like that. Ain't worth having something crazy go down. Yo, what's up, Ricky Johns? How you doing, brother? How you doing? We're out here. The weather's actually starting to get decent. It's a little chilly and windy still, but man, it looked wild earlier. It looked like it was going to bust loose. We had a 50% chance of storms, and it's looking pretty decent right now. So, but we can't catch a fish. So you tell me. I don't know. We do got some corn up in the truck. We could break out just the regular old canned corn, but I'm assuming it's just one of those days where they're just not eating anything. That's my assumption. Now, is that 100% correct? I don't know. William, I'm not gonna walk. If we was in the back, in the middle there, I'm sure we'd have probably caught 5 or 10 already. But we're too late in the point now to go back there. I don't have much longer. I probably got about an hour left in me. I thought about taking them over here to the kiddie pond and dropping them out, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we move the kiddie ponds over here to the left? Should we take and move over there and try to get one, or should we leave them lay? 110 to 114, that's pretty hot, Ricky. That's pretty hot, buddy. Stay cool, my friend. You've seen that commercial, stay thirsty, my friends. Stay cool, my friends. So, tried hot dog pond, couldn't catch one. Yeah, I'd say the kiddie, we would probably have a little luck, but I don't know. We may leave them here, see what happens.
Put one sailor rod out there.
Yeah, why don't you take this one and put it over there in the kiddie one. Casted my bait about 5 feet from a kayaker casting at me and my family. Yeah, we've had some. I had a kayaker come in one time. You guys probably won't believe this one. I guarantee you won't believe it. But we was fishing up at Summit Lake, and we're all sitting there relaxing, and it's like weeds and growth right here, and we're fishing right here. We got all of our rods lined up around this way, right? There was 3 or 4 of us. How many of it? We had what, like 9 or 12 rods out between all of us? I can't remember. This kayaker comes in. He was this far from the bank, right? And we had the rods kind of like down, and the tip was in basically towards the water, sticking out over the bank. This kayaker comes through and starts hitting the rods with his paddle, and we're like, what the hell are you doing? And he's like, oh man, I'm playing hide and seek from we're playing hide and seek or something. And we're like, what? And this guy proceeds to go through all the rods, hitting the rods, not the line, the rods with his paddle. I'm like, is this for real? What the heck, you know? Clayton's gonna toss this other rod in a different pond. If we get one on that, then we'll run the camera over. Ugh. Ken says pressure is too high for them to feed. William said that the pressure was right for him to feed. Like I said, me and him's watched different videos, because the one I saw showed that on the rise was the worst and on the drop was the best. That just goes to show you that really you could come up with any sign. You could say it's, if you wanted to, you could come up with a video and just do your own thing, because it sounds like there's multiple ones out there, you know? So you could make a video, or if you read the internet, you'll find different answers to different things. Isn't that wild? That's just like if you look up carp. You could look up common carp invasive. You'll see one that says common carp's invasive. Then you'll see another one saying that they're naturalized. I mean, there's a different opinion for everything ever in life, you know? There's no 2 things are the same. Moon phases, there you go. Wake up smiling, it's a good one. If I wake up with my cover on my head, it ain't a good one. Well, I'm going to tell you what, Lilac. Now, you might not believe this, and people in the chat may not believe this, but this is a lesson that I want everybody to know right here. If you wake up, it's a good day, period. Because sometimes people don't wake up, you know what I'm saying? So if you wake up at all, trust me, it's a good day. That's a fact. I forget that a lot myself. I get caught up in stuff and get down, but I always try to tell myself just the fact that I woke up, that it's a good day. So Keith says I reposted that pool video with comments. Oh really? I wonder why the comments were turned off on that, Keith. That's weird. Yeah, that's crazy. Me and Clayton watched it when you first posted it, and I was like, huh, I can't even comment on it. That was wild. But yeah, just remember, some people don't wake up, so kind of puts it into perspective. But I'm with you guys. I forget it myself. That's something that we all take it for granted. You know what I mean? We get caught up in daily things and forget the fact that waking up is a blessing. Come on, fish, take off. Always try to read peer-reviewed studies. There you go. Lilac says she definitely has a imagination. I think, you know what I miss? Kids when they're young, they got the most wildest imaginations. Isn't that awesome when you got young kids in the house and they come up with some of the stuff they come up with? Adam says, will that imagination be in audio also? Oh, man. But that's one thing I miss about my kids being little. They would come up with some awesome stories, you know. Just sit there and get to listen to that. Yeah, I love that stuff, Adam. When you get to listen to the things that they build up in their head, and it's just really cool, you know. We lose that when we get older. We lose that wild imagination. We get serious, you know what I mean? We start taking everything serious. Yo, Pocket Frog's in the house. He says, here, fisher. I'd like for the people that stay the fishing is good or bad at certain pressure, put where and going for using. And yeah, Duke, it's all just a thing. Here's what I personally think, right? I think some days when you're fishing, it matters nothing on what bait you're using, where you're fishing, you're going to catch fish. And some people might look at the weather or the pressure and go, oh man, that's what caused it. And then the next day they go, they don't catch a single fish, and they're like, oh, it was the weather, that's what caused it. Some days I think fish just absolutely will not bite. I mean, it just happens. It's one of those things. Qzing, not a bite at all, brother. I believe the fish just ain't hitting today. We got Blaze Bass TV says, I got tired of these otters, so I cast my lines out, slide a chain down the line, and then hooked into some. I mean, it looks like he retracted it. I was trying to read it, buddy. We don't catch them, we entertain them. There you go. Alan says catfishing sucks down there this year. Maybe it'll get better here soon. The weather has been wild. I mean, let's say it like it is. Especially here in Indiana where I live at, the weather has been tutti frutti, Rudy Gazooty. I don't know what you want to call it. It's been crazy. Yes, it's been very wild this year. We had a rough spring, and then it went straight to summer, and then now it's like spring now. I don't know what's going on with it. If I'm not catching happily, I'll tell you what bait I'm using. There you go. Paga Frog, not a bite tonight, man. Guys, we're one like away from cracking that 160 mark. If you're just joining in, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're brand new to the channel, y'all, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. That way you catch us on the next one. We do a lot of lives, a lot of videos, all kinds of good stuff. And we'd love to invite you to become part of the community. We are on a roll. We are back up there gaining a bunch of subs. We got a huge giveaway coming up soon. We just passed 10,000 subscribers, and we got a huge giveaway coming up soon. We're just waiting on the product to get sent to us. We sent in a set of alarms. They're supposed to upgrade them to a set that comes with a watch. So the alarms, I guess, if the alarm gets set off by a bite, I think it buzzes your watch. Yo, what's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy? What do you recommend for bait, sinker setup on common carp, small river, 4 to 6 foot deep max? Mostly really shallow, current is pretty slow. Well, if it's got a pretty slow current, I would say you could go with a 2 ounce no roll sinker. And like I said, just a standard hair rig. If the current's slow, you could use packbait. Maybe soybean meal or oats, anything like that would probably do you a good job, I would imagine. But if it's not much of a current, I think where's Clayton put that rod at over there? I think a 2 ounce no roll would do you just fine, maybe even an ounce. I like to use a 2 ounce. I would say 99.5% of the time I use a 2 ounce no roll. I don't really fish places that have a huge current anyway, so. Typically I use pack bait, and if you fish a place that's got current, when you cast out there, everything's gone. So better be first day of rain. I want to do a rain dance. Please storm, she says. Someone willing to learn is always good. Well, we must have missed something, Pocket Frog, on that one. I must have missed Adam's comment there, but was it the one about the bait? That was a pretty funny one if it was. Oh, got him. Got the gnat. Mosquitoes haven't even been out bad this year, guys. And that tells you something right there. If the mosquitoes ain't out in June, there's something crazy going on with the weather. Something wild. Guys, at 165 on the likes now, y'all. Let's get her to 170. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. Urson says Mac flour. There you go. 6 inches behind here for rain. 6 inch. Oh, for okay. I saw 6 inches. I was thinking, what? What's he talking about? Yeah, I don't know what the average should be, honestly, for this time of year, but it's supposed to have rained every day this week. It's supposed to storm tomorrow. Supposed to storm Thursday and Friday. I don't know if it will. We're hoping to get a live stream in Thursday night. We'll see what happens. Clayton, come down here and show these people how to do the gritty. I was watching a video on that. I was trying to learn that earlier, but I couldn't learn it.
Here, I'll show you what you're doing.
I was wanting to learn that for you guys, but I have no rhythm, no nothing.
I'm gonna show you.
Very few mosquitoes. I know, man. I know, Brett. All right. What do you mean? That's not how you do it. That's not how you do
That's
it.
how you do it.
Nah, I was watching. I'm not gonna do it on stream because I'm not. But I'll show you what I saw, Clayton. Oh,
That's exactly how
what I saw. I watched the guy that created it. He was stepping on his heels. He was doing it on the heels. He's like that.
I forgot.
What do you think, Trap? Let's go. Let's go. I'm telling you, he was stepping on his. He was doing it. Watch it. Look it up on YouTube. Look it up on YouTube, the tutorial. He was doing it on his heels. Nothing, man. Ain't caught a single thing. Ain't caught a single thing. Is Duke heading out? See you, Duke. You have a good rest of your night, buddy. You have a good night, man. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. It'd be nice if it warmed up just a little bit. Yeah, I know. I can't dance. How's that song go? I can't dance, I can't rock and roll, something like that. Got no rhythm at all, none. The only dance I can do is hold my wife like this and just slow dance like this. That's it. Other than that, I got nothing. Got nothing at all. My wife just texted me and said I was looking sexy. We know that's a lie. The lie detector test determined that's a lie. Jack says the gritty. Jack, come up here and show us how to do the gritty, man. Jack's in the chat, man. We need him to come up here and show us how. Let's see it. The Adam, the rig's still on. They know me by. Oh, gotcha. Oh man, I need me some pants and a sweatshirt right now. I'm cold. Do I got a sweatshirt in the truck? Actually, I think I do have a sweatshirt in the truck. I'll put that on my legs and keep me warm here. Yeah, I can't believe we ain't caught a fish. It'll be the first time I've gotten skunked up here in a long time. My last several trips I've come up here, I've caught a fish over 20 pounds, caught multiple fish over 20 pounds on most of the days up here. Jack says he can't do the gritty. I can't do any dance at all. None whatsoever. Yep, exactly, Lilac, exactly. Lilac, you might be behind in the stream yourself. I think Lilac might be behind. Ooh, man. Ooh. Got to do the catch fishy dance. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to come up with something. I gotta learn some kind of dance to get these fish going, don't I? No fish, you take the boy for chicken wings. There you go. I still eat pants and sweatshirt in my car. I hate being cold. Me too, Brett. Me too. I almost wore pants up here. I grabbed them. I'm like, nah, I'll be all right. And then, boy, I wish I would have. What's the best tasting fish in my opinion? Well, I don't eat fish, so none. I'm not a fish eater. I would recommend chicken, cow, or pig. That's what I would recommend. That's what I would go with. Those are, fish is not my thing. I like to catch them, take a photo, and toss them back in. Pocket Frog says tuna fish in the can. I've never really been a tuna guy either. My wife did make some salmon, what, last year or the year before, and it wasn't bad, but just something about it. I couldn't eat it. I ate a little bit and I was like, it don't taste bad. But I'm like, something about the texture or something. It just, I don't know. I like to catch them and just put them back in. Get a picture or two, and that's about it for me. Guys, we're 3 likes from hitting that 170 now. You guys are killing it on the likes. I really appreciate it. 3 more likes to 170. We could get 200 likes tonight, y'all. We could get 200 likes. How much time we got left? See what we're sitting at here. We got about 30 to 40 minutes left. The carp dance, we need to get one. We need to come up with a carp song. What do you think about that? We need a carp song. You guys ever see a channel called Retro Bassin? He's got like the most awesome intro song you've ever seen. We need to come up with something like that. No catches yet, man. Today's gonna be the day that we may just get skunked. Today may be the day that we actually get skunked. 200 likes for a proper gritty. Well, I can't do a gritty Pocket Frog, so I can't do one. But I will act stupid out there for you. How's that sound? Just like the Baby Shark song. There you go. Any smoked fish is pretty awesome in Todd's opinion. Nice, yeah. If you like it, then I'm sure it's good. I know a lot of people do like it. There's a dumb carp song out there. I will send it to me, Brett. Send it to me. I got 40 minutes, Pocket Frog. I got 40 minutes. I ain't got time to learn it. Cause I got to entertain, brother. I got to entertain. Hey, what do you think of putting a spinning reel on a casting Hellcat rod? I say go for it, man. Go for it. I think, it's kind of weird, right? So you want a smaller eye on a casting rod. They say that makes it cast farther. I don't think it really does myself. This is a pond, Jonathan. But on a spinning rod, you want a bigger eye because depending on the size of the reel, the line is looping off bigger, right? But in the grand scheme of things, I think it matters very little. Also, they say that these rods are made, depending on the eyes or whatever, are put on a specific way for the rod to bend. I don't think that's the case. Are there turtles in the pond, Jonathan? I'm sure there are plenty of turtles in the pond. Every pond I ever see has turtles. How did the car handle? What? I'm not sure what you mean on the car handle, but how deep is the water? I'd say it's probably where I'm fishing, maybe 4 foot, 5 foot deep, something like that. But yeah, everywhere I fish, there's turtles. I haven't seen any big snappers up here, William, but I'm sure there's some in here. I've seen some of the painted turtles up here, the box turtles, painted turtles or whatever. But I ain't really seen any big snappers, me personally. The oddball question. Oh, gotcha, Sunfish. Throw me another one out there. I love it. We had too many oddball questions in the chat the last several times. It almost makes you start to miss some of them. Not really, I don't miss them. No, I don't. We used to get some weird questions in the chat. We get some weird stuff. But I haven't had that for a while, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I put a lot of those things, we used to get the robot sex bots or whatever, the dating websites bots in here or whatever. I blocked a lot of those words that they use, so we don't get much of that. Is there big catfish? Sure, Chevy, yeah. We're after carp, buddy, but yeah, there's catfish in here. Yes, there is. Can we get it? Here, kitty. Fishing for carp, buddy. I thought I put that in the title. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I thought I had it in the title, but I could be wrong. It's possible that I forgot to put it there. When you get older, you forget stuff, so you just never know. You just never know. Remember, we used to have somebody that come in here and kept stealing my photo and making up names that were similar to ours and everything else. Oh, really, William? Wow. Wow, yeah. Like I said, I hadn't caught a snapper out of here, but that's one turtle I don't like right there. No, Pocket Frog, no. Here, corn sucker, sucker, he says. There you go. But um, since I don't use baits, even baits with corn in them, right? My bait has some sweet corn in it. I don't get too many um, turtles that mess with me. Not too many. But if you mix your bait, let's say your binder for your bait is like cream corn, it brings the turtles in like tenfold. I mean, it makes it so much worse. How old is the line? That line is from, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 months old. I put it on the beginning of the season, so. Skipjack, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. But if you use a bait, if you're fishing for carp and you're using a bait, if you use corn kernels by themselves, you'll get a lot more turtles. But if you're using a bait made with cream corn, it also adds to it. Colt, I have not caught a fish today, buddy. This is going to be one of those occasions where there's a very good possibility that we blank, man. Adam, that is a good question. Chat, he says, how often do people change their fishing line? Now, when I have braid, believe it or not, I've got braid that's been on rods for years even, and no issues. Unless it starts to fray, I really don't have any issues. So with monofilament, I will change mine out once or twice a year. So it just depends on how bad it gets, you know. If it starts, monofilament will get like a dry rot to it, and it makes it to where it has like very little stretch, and it'll break off even when casting and things like that. So mono, I think you should change it out at least once a year, but maybe twice, just depending on how often you fish. And Brett says he thinks braid gets better with time. Hey, it might be. If I run out of line from cutting snags, I'll do a re-spool that. Yeah, I mean, you kind of got to at that point. Berkeley Big Game been on a pole for about 2 years and it's still strong. Berkeley Big Game, it's not bad. For the money, it's pretty good, really, if you don't mind a thicker diameter line. It's not bad. It does have a lot of memory to it. Roy D. Mercer, no way! Dude, I love Roy D. Mercer. Homemade dough balls to catch carp. Have you ever tried? Yeah, I've used dough balls. That used to be the thing of the past there, dough balls was. Roy D. Mercer. I know that. Chat, have you guys ever heard of Roy D. Mercer from the, it's like a comedy prank phone call thing? I'm pretty sure that this isn't the real guy here. This might even be his real name. I don't know. But my God, I love it right there. Oh man, that is good stuff, brother. I love that. When I was younger, that was probably in the early 2000s, maybe even mid 90s, man. I used to watch that, or not watch it. It was on like a radio on a CD, man. My boy Raymond be out there fishing too. I love it, brother. Yeah, how big an old boy are you? Yep, I'm coming down there. You better get the hearse started. Man, I've heard some good ones from that. That's awesome stuff, man. Never thought I would run into somebody with Roy D. Mercer as a name in the chat. Never thought it. That is awesome. Hey, he just made my day right there, making me remember that. I got to take my blood pressure pill real fast, guys. I'll be right back. A 6-footer ain't scaring me. I know, brother. I know. 27 more likes to 200, guys. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, I just need one there, buddy. My goodness. Don't drop any, though. All right. Yeah, that's good stuff. Y'all ever heard the one where he said he went to the barber and he said, hey, man, the bees attacked him. He had that lemon spray. That's one of my favorites right there. Classic. Ultralight rod had some sort of Berkeley trialing on it. Wow. Wow, yeah, I ain't never had a line last that long. I mean, I've had them where you could fish with them, but it wasn't reliable, you know what I mean? So if you're casting like long distances, like I do, with heavy weights, then it would break off, you know what I mean? Y'all better pack a lunch. There you go. There you go. But all right, so time is it? We got just a little bit longer. He says, I don't do that anymore though. Gotcha. It's 9:01. We got about 30 minutes left, y'all. About 30 minutes. So that means if any of you guys that are watching are brand new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That way you do not miss out on the next live, guys. We want you there. We want to see you there. Come in, kick back, hang out, and have a good time with us. We would love to see you on the next one. Brett says, yeah, fisher, fisher, fisher. I thought we might get one in that kiddie pond. Clayton put a rod over there somewhere. I don't even see the rod. That's the thing. I'm not sure where he put it at over there. He says he put it by the tree, so I thought we might get one over there. Eat the hook. Oh my goodness. One of these days we're going to go fishing somewhere where I will throw it out there for like a certain price or a certain amount of pod squad members that I'll jump in the lake. It's not here and not today, but hopefully when the weather warms up, I'll throw that out there for you guys. It'd probably have to be on a day that I'm off of work too, doing a day stream or something like that. That would be cool. We'd love to gain some more members for the channel. That really goes a long way to help support us. I'm in Indiana, Roy, Indiana. If anybody's interested in becoming a member, we got it from $1.99 all the way up to a pod squad, $9.99. No pressure, but if you are interested, you can type in hashtag Facebook in the chat, or I'm sorry, hashtag member in the chat, and it'll bring a link up that you can click on to do that. Yo, Fishing Fanatics in the house. What's up, buddy? How you doing today? Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. 2 likes to 180 as well. Adam says hashtag member. Yeah, if anybody's interested, click the link that Nightbot brings up. Like I said, no pressure, but if anybody is interested, there's a link for you. We do just greatly appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out with us while we fish, keeping us company. We got people from all over the world that come in here, and that just is absolutely amazing. And we got Roy D. Mercer in the house. I mean, hey, Roy D. Mercer. What am I doing now? Matthew says, well, I'm fishing, buddy. I've got some fishing poles right there, and we're trying to catch a fish, hopefully. And I'm freezing. I got sweatshirt covering my legs. Should have worn me some pants. Oklahoma Fishing in the house. What's up, brother? Appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. Chuck's in the house. No fish, brother. I think we're going to get skunked tonight, Chuck. I think we're going to get skunked tonight, buddy. Be the first time I've got skunked in a pretty good while. You know, or as a whole. Usually when we go, we usually catch something. If it ain't me, then my son or my wife will catch something. And up here, this might be the first time this year, or even longer than that I've got skunked up here. Even in the winter we was catching right here. Dennis says, what are you using for bait? I've got soybean meal pack bait, buddy. No ducks out? Yeah, there's no ducks that I'm seeing. We got some over there across the way over there. 100 down there, man. So you guys are getting extreme heat, and right now we've got a cold front. It's like 70 degrees, man. So you guys got the hot and we got the cold going on. Crazy how it can be like that. We went down to Texas last year in November, and we were told it would be like 70s. You know, we're thinking it's gonna be 70s, 80s down there, and it was 30-some degrees when we went down there. We brought the cold with us. It was like 38 or something like that, or 40. They said it was the coldest they'd seen it in forever that time of year. What's up, Butternut Bean? Doing good, brother. How about yourself? I know, Pocket Frog. Can you believe that? 70 degrees, and I'll tell you exactly what it is right now. Well, it says it's 69 degrees actually right now. So it says it feels like 65 with the wind chill. I can drop the temps in the low hundreds to high 90s. Yeah, I've never seen it 60-some degrees this time of year in Indiana. To me, that's unheard of. A week and a half, 2 weeks ago, it was mid 90s, you know. So definitely unheard of for our area. That's what she said while doing it. Got him. That's what she said. Got him. Boys, I sure thought we was gonna catch one. I can't believe it. The weather, the way it is, I thought we was gonna tear them up. Caught my first carp on chocolate chow this last weekend. Nice. I should have brought some chow. I haven't mixed any up for months. I haven't mixed any up for months since last year. I'm gonna have to make a batch, y'all. I'm gonna have to make me a batch. I wouldn't mind getting up to Indy Lakes. I've never been there, and I would love to try it sometime. I think that'd be fun. I'd like to come up here maybe on a Thursday night and fish from Thursday night all the way till Friday night. That would be fun too. That would be awesome. Been a while since I've done something like that, 24-hour jobber. He says, we set a record hundreds in February sometimes. The winters here are in 60s and 70s. Pocket Frost says, shake the middle pole and reel in 3 feet on the left. Roy D. Mercer says, in Tulsa, the fishing is decent at the moment. Don't know how it compares to Hoosier fishing trip. Yeah, it happens. Chat fishing with your, last 30 minutes, chat fishing with your pole. Not sure what you mean. With the bait we're using, it's too late to bait it up now because usually you want to let them set for a little while. Tim's in the house. What's up, brother? The bite is non-existent today, buddy. It is non-existent today, unfortunately, but hey, it happens. It happens. Sometimes you catch them, sometimes you don't, you know. That right one, the bobbin, looks like it may have moved a little bit. You know, when I was in Michigan, I lost my middle bobbin. I have no idea how that's even possible either. So, Adam, by the time I would rebait them, it would be time for me to leave. That's what I'm saying. I've got 22 minutes. So it would take me 20 minutes to rebait. If I baited them up, then I'd be packing them up, you know. Forgot to work tomorrow and it's 2 a.m. Lilac, you better get to bed. Get to bed. You have a good rest of your night, okay? Get some sleep and get to work. Hopefully your work day goes nice, easy, and smooth. Every one of you watching, I hope you have a good, easy work day tomorrow. Tomorrow is my long day. I got to get up and early and make a long drive there and a long drive home. Brett, I don't really use mine. I don't really care about bobbins that much. A lot of people in the chat always want to see them, so I put them on. But the fact that I have 2, I'd rather either have none or have all 3 of them, you know, that's the thing. It just makes me mad that I lost one of them. I literally brought my stuff over to the truck. I was unscrewing the alarms. I'm like, hey, where'd my bobbin go? It fell off at some point somehow. What it would be cool is to have some that light up at night. I think that would be nice. Cubs 3, Bucks 0. Go Cubbies. Go Cubs, go. Go Cubs, go. Adam says, good night, Lilac. Everybody's saying it. Good night, Lilac. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Who sings that? That's an oldie. I can't remember who sings it. But yeah, they make some, I think even those, don't they light up if they're connected to Nash alarms maybe or something like that? I don't have any alarms that they plug into or anything else, but it would be cool to have a set of alarms and have the bobbins that plug in or hook up correctly to where they actually light up. I think that would be nice. I'll tell you something I used to do when I was fishing is I would take the glow sticks from the Dollar Tree is what it was called. And I would, at nighttime, I would take those, you know, you shake them up. Yo, Steve with the Pod Squad, baby, let's go. But I would shake them up and I'd crack them, you know, get them nice and bright. And I would take a zip tie and put it on the tip of the rod. Or I would take some clear tape, you know, what is that, Scotch tape, and tape them on there. Worked good. Worked good, man. I'm going to give you a little money dance, Steve. Thank you, buddy. Steve hitting us off with the Pod Squad, baby. Look at that. We're throwing that money. We're at the club throwing that money up, making it rain. Here she come over to us dancing. She's doing a little dance. We're gonna make it rain. You know what I'm saying? Make it rain. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Oh, man. It says wanting to paint one of my catfish poles with black light paint, then use a drill battery connected to a black light, floodlight. Yeah, there you go. That'd be cool. There you go. I've seen people do that. Honestly, you're probably better off getting an actual battery to run those from, though. if you're going to run a black light. I think most of those take a little bit of juice. I don't know if the drill battery will run it good or not, but I've got Michael Murillo sent me 2 smaller batteries. He sent me a big battery and 2 small batteries. That's what I use to run my lights off of. But I've got them in like ammo cans and just little USB plugs. But for that, I think you need, do you need an inverter? I think you need an inverter to run a black light. I'm not sure. Piscifun makes I know, Brett. I know, buddy. They need to send me one of those, you know. They need to send me about 3 of them for me to do a review on. That's what I'm saying. I think those will get some traction. I don't know. They look pretty cool. I wish the rods themselves, they're black with light up tips. I wish the rods themselves were a different color, you know. Maybe like a neon color or something like that. I think that would be better in my opinion, because you could see the whole rod possibly. That's the one thing I like about Whisker Seekers. They're orange, but at the same time, I mean, that orange fades so fast. I mean, it fades so fast. Guys, we're sitting at 184 on the likes. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get her to 190 before we got to shut her down. It's got a battery-powered black light from Amazon. Oh, that's cool, yeah. See, I've thought about having a black light on the rods, you know, for the live streams. That's what Chunky Cats, he's kind of the originator of that. At least when I think of it, that's who I think of. Okay, Roy, nice. But, you know, he's the originator of the black light on his rods. Looks really cool, you know. Or glass rod with a light in the butt would be neat. That would be cool. I'm sure it would probably get broken. I mean, you could do a clear fiber, a clear fiberglass possibly. It still wouldn't be that clear. It would be like a foggy, hazy, so I don't know how well the light would shine through it, you know. That's the thing. But it would likely get broken. They used to make the, was it Berkeley? I think it was Berkeley had the glow sticks or something they called them. And they had these little like fiber optic things. I think it was at the eyelid where the eyes are and the joints. And it had a battery. You could turn it on, but everybody I know, somebody in the chat that's watching will probably say that they have one that still works, and they may, but everybody I knew that had one, they broke like shortly after they purchased it. You know, most of them didn't even work right out of the get-go, you know, from the people I know. But they also, was it Berkeley? I think it was Berkeley. Somebody also had a reel one time. I thought Mitchell made this reel, but it was really weird. My Uncle Donnie actually bought one of them, and it had, you know how you got bait runners, right? Well, this reel was really weird in the fact that, man, I wish I could remember what it was called. It was kind of like a bait runner, but not really. You would like open the spool, and then like the spool itself would spin or something. It was really weird. It was actually complete junk. My uncle bought one, and like you got a fish, it would like literally, it would just throw off like a bird's nest. Zebco Rhino rods had a glow tip. I thought I just heard something. Yeah, you're right. I remember those rods too. Those are old school. Lasted a long time. Yeah, I remember those. Yes, sir. $99 for the Piscifun. Okay. Yeah, I didn't click on them to actually look and see what those costed, but so they're 99 bucks. That's a pretty expensive rod, really. Brett, do you know what length, what sizes they had? How about going old school? Coleman lantern, hated how they attracted the bugs. Well, here's the good thing about a lantern, right? They kill the bugs, you know? When I night fish the river for big cats, I don't set my beer down. Let me see if I can pull that comment. It disappeared on me too fast. I don't even set my beer down until that pole's been over and slapping the water. There you go. There you go. But yeah, I bought one of those lanterns that, so obviously you got propane lanterns, right? They're everywhere nowadays. They're actually, to me, expensive to run because one tank lasts you about a night and that's it. And the tanks have gotten expensive. Where if you're using the the old Coleman style that uses the fuel. I found one at a yard sale and picked it up. I don't know if it works. I haven't even tried it since I got it, but the ones that use the fuel in them, man, those things, they used to be awesome. You could run those. The fuel's cheap. You can buy a whole gallon of it. I really love those. But if you use one of those, it does kill off the bugs. So right now I use ring lights when I'm night streaming, and it brings in the bugs like any light does, but also it doesn't kill the bugs. So they stay around for hours before they finally up and leave. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we're 5 likes away from hitting that 190 mark, y'all. If you're just joining in and you haven't yet, don't forget to give this thing a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, we're going to be calling the stream here in just a little bit. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss out on the next stream. We would love to see you there. We would love to see you there. It's just about dark too. It's crazy how, I mean, what, just a month ago it was getting dark at like 8 o'clock, and now it's getting dark at 9:30, 10 o'clock. I love it. Absolutely love it. 7 foot and 8 foot. Oh, so they do have 8 foot ones. If they got 2-piece 8-footers, that'd be all right. I'd like to have some good 2-piece 10-footers is what I'd like to have. It's hard to find them anymore. You know, like the ones I like. So the rods I use are the thinner. The Whisker Seekers have like a thinner blank. Where like some of the other Catfish rods have that really thick. They're almost like a broomstick, you know. I like them thinner myself. I like them just a little bit thinner. Hey, that's what she said. Gotta. She didn't say that probably. She probably said she liked them thicker like the broomstick. That's my guess. What time? I just had my phone and forgot to look at what time. The 9-foot ugly sticks? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put my chair in the truck. Go ahead and put this in the truck, and I'll be right back down here with you guys. Oh, that'll leave me just a couple less things to put in there. Oh man, I can't believe how cold it is, Clayton.
It is cold.
You believe it's this cold in June? Oh, it's chilly. From what I saw, it said 70 tomorrow, I thought.
You were out happened last time you said that?
Yeah. What'd you see?
85.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Mine said 70 tomorrow. Chad, he said it's supposed to be 85. That is news to me. That's news to me. I could have sworn it said 70 tomorrow. I'm going to pull it back up just to be sure. These fish don't know what to do. All right. Mine says, well, I guess it does say 83. Huh. That's weird. This is a different app. 12-foot ugly sticks for muskie. Nice. Yeah, this app here is totally different than the one I use on the phone that I'm streaming from. That one, I use WeatherBug, and it's always different. It usually says it's going to be colder than the other one, and usually one or the other is right. Neither one of them has a very good success rate, you know what I mean? One of them will be right, and then the other one's wrong. So. But all in all, we still had a fantastic stream. We gained what? A couple members, a pod squad, a tier 1, several super chats, guys. All kinds of brand new people. Sorry, man. I think I took in a bug a minute ago. All kinds of new people come in the stream. Absolutely awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with us. We try to have a blast. We try to be very interactive with the chat. Try to read everything that we can. Sometimes we'll miss something here and there, but we do our best to try and stay on top of it for you guys. And, you know, like I said, sometimes we get up to 90, 100 people watching or whatever, and it's flying by, but we do our best. Usually we catch some fish while we're at it. Usually. Today, I'm disappointed. Yo, what's up, George? Very sad that we're going to end up blanking today. It's been a long time. since I've blanked up here. So I'm very sad about that. I mean, it's definitely, when we was in Michigan, I kept catching just like catfish while the wife and my son was catching all the big carp. Actually, my wife was the only one catching the big carp, but I did end up catching a few. The wind has kind of settled down. The water is not doing much. That's why it's called fishing. You got that right, brother. You got that right. It's nice to see the regulars as well as the new people. Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. I love it. I love it. I love having everybody come in here and hanging out, Adam, for sure. It's cool to know that there's a group of people out there that want to come in, hang out, and have fun. You know what I mean? Bill Jen says from South Africa. Nice. Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate that. SB County Fishing says next time we'll be rewarding. You just never know. We may light them up on the next one. Light them up. You never know. We got Daniel Roberts from Speedway. What's going on, buddy? Yes, Chuck. No problem, buddy. Thanks for coming in here and hang out with us. You know what I mean? Rod should always be last thing packed away. That's a fact. You would not believe how many times I've caught a fish at the very end while we're packed. Guys, we're 9 likes from hitting 200. Oh my, we can do it. Let's do it before the stream ends. We only got a few minutes left. Guys, 9 more likes. If you haven't yet, hit that like button, y'all. Let's go. Let's get it. Derek says it's the hangout place. Yes, sir. To me, it's just so awesome that you come in here. You got people from all over the country, all over the world, and we're all just sitting here talking about life and fishing. You know what I mean? Brother, I have not caught a single fish today. Not even a single bite. Been a while since we blanked, but tonight is going to be a blank. But we've had a blast hanging out and chatting with everybody. It's been a blast. 6 more likes, guys. Let's go. See if we can do it. We may not get it. Like I said, I only got a few minutes left. I got 7 minutes to get 6 likes, guys. Whew. That would be awesome. That'd be cool. That'd be 2 streams in a row with 200 likes. Clayton's hiding behind a tree trying to scare the crap out of me. Oh my goodness. Yo, man. Woo. That was wild. What am I using for bait? I'm using soybean meal packbait. 2 likes away. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. Willie Do It and Betty Doe. I like that name too. Let's get it. But I've got 14 mil sticky bait wafters and soybean meal packbait. So. Oh, Clayton said there's a carp right there. 1 like away, guys. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. I'm going to check out this carp that Clayton says right here. Where's it at, bud? I think he tricked me. He was trolling me is what he was doing. He got me to get up. He got me to get up on that one, didn't he? Clayton, you want to go get that other rod reeled in? I said get the other one reeled in. Oh, we're 2 likes away now. Yo, Rowdy Royal, how's it going, buddy? Try ham fat for cats. Yeah, I'm sure they'd love that one. I'm sure they love that one. Should try tiger nuts. Yeah, got tiger nuts, brother. I've got tons of them. I love them. They're good. Yo, we did it, guys. 202 on the like train. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. There was a big one that jumped when you got up. Oh, really? Nice, nice. Yep, sweet corn is great as well. I agree with that. Been absolutely awesome, guys. Been absolutely awesome. Been an awesome stream. Lots of awesome people coming in here. If any of you guys are brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. That way you don't miss out on the next one. We would love to see y'all in the next stream as well. But we do a lot of videos, live streams, all that good stuff. Did Clayton end up taking off to get the other rod or no? 204, guys. You guys really hit it on the end there. Crab bait is good. Crab bait is real good. I love me some crab flavored pack bait. That stuff works great, especially places like Lake Michigan, anywhere where there's a lot of mussels and stuff like that. Mussel flavor, crab flavor, to me it is all about the same. You know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and put my net over here in the truck. Like I said, it's unfortunate that we got to be packing up here, but it is what it is. I can't believe we didn't catch a fish. I just can't believe it. I had it in my head tonight that we was going to be catching so many fish. I thought them alarms was just going to be ripping off all night long. But you know what happens when you assume, right? I'm sure we've all heard that one. We've all heard that one. All right. Get some of this stuff put in my tackle bag.
You have the alarm turned on.
I had it turned on. Yeah. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see here. See if I missed anything. Enjoyed the stream. Have a good night. Thank you, Scott. You too, buddy. I appreciate you being here, man. I do appreciate it. Probably Thursday. Probably Thursday. We will see what happens. Depends on the weather, guys. Depends on the weather. Turn your bells on, get notifications, as Derek says. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Guys, listen. Had a tremendous stream. Tony, what's going on, brother? We had a tremendous stream. I want to say thanks to each and every one of you for coming in, hanging out with us while we fished. We had a blast tonight, but unfortunately, I do have to get home. Long day at work tomorrow, so got a long drive to get there and a long drive to get home on the way back from work. But we will catch y'all on the next one. Peace. He says the fish are popping off on the surface. I know, probably about the time it's going to start hitting. That's what a fisherman always says, you know it? That's what we always have to say as fishermen. It's like, man, if we had 10 more minutes, you know what I mean? But Adam, everybody, Colt, Donald, everybody that's out there, Scott, Metatron, everybody, peace out, y'all. See you on the next one.